Out Loud with Speedy and Friends.
It is now time for Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends. Guaranteed to make you laugh, guaranteed to put you on the ground. But you may hear something that doesn't agree with you. You may not like what you hear. But at the end of the day, you will be laughing. And that's all that matters, that your ass laugh. Get ready, here we go.
Thank you so very much. I don't know if my mic's on. Don't give a fuck if it's not or whatever it's doing. It is on. It is Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends and Abby. Yeah, you gotta be faster on that, bro.
Pops.
It is September 15th, Wednesday, bitch.
Is it?
I voted yesterday.
For what? You get a sticker?
Yep, got my sticker.
I think that's so soft when dudes be posting their sticker.
I posted my
they
sticker.
put on their nose. I voted. Yes.
I voted, bitch.
That's
so those, if you don't live here in Cali.
Who'd you vote for? Do people talk about that after they vote?
I can hear that. I hear.
I know. I gotta check.
My bad. So I voted not to recall the governor.
Right.
That's what they
right for the recall.
Because it didn't matter because there was other people on there, but it doesn't matter if you say no to the recall.
Right.
Then that's the end of the vote for you.
They got like 2 million signatures for the recall.
Yeah, no, but that's all you need to get a recall.
Right.
But you need more than 2 million people to vote to recall the brother.
That's right.
And I think by the middle of the night, it was like 60% no recall and 30% recall, and that's probably that 2 million.
They should have recalled him.
Nah, the governor's doing good.
He's not doing good.
And it's going to be a blue state. The only reason they're doing that, or were doing that, is to try to make California a red state. That way you guarantee you win presidential races from that point on. And you pretty much guarantee that you run the House and the Senate, because I think we have more senators and per state. And that's part of the get down. But, you know, they tried to put Larry Elder, that motherfucker. He ain't the brother.
See the brother, even though I don't trust dudes without mustaches.
Yeah,
I think that's weird.
For sure. Well, Wonzer don't have a mustache.
Yeah, I don't trust Wonzer. That tells you right there. But yeah, I want to see the brother in there get a chance. You know what I'm saying?
He was horrible.
Get a chance to mess up.
He was trying to roll with everything Trump. He said that everyone knew about it, but anytime you run for politics, anything you said in the past will be brought up.
Right.
So he had said once before that he felt the guy that shot Trayvon Martin could live in his neighborhood. He was only trying to protect his neighborhood. And the white dude was like, but Trayvon wasn't doing shit. He says, yeah, I got that part. It was just a mishap. He called it a mishap. And that's just how he was running. And he had somewhat of a name as opposed to most of the other people who were running besides Jenner. They end up dropping out.
Yeah, I don't be following.
Which just left him.
They said greedy and friends. That's hilarious.
Who you calling greedy?
Who you calling fat?
I'm thin. I'm wearing extra large. It's an extra large shirt.
You gotta get a bigger shirt, Pops.
Nope. Fits just right for me.
Just because you lose weight don't mean your size shrinks.
Yeah, it did.
That doesn't mean the clothes fit though, Pops.
What?
I'm not saying you.
The fuck?
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying the clothes in general. I've been looking for more loose fitting clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
I'm trying to get my linen on.
Yeah. I gotta figure out now. It's how do I want to dress? How do I want to look? I don't want to look like an old young nigga with a gang of colors on and shit that don't go with me.
I was talking to Cheyenne about this, and I was like, I remember when I was a kid looking at Granddad. He looked like a granddad because he wore the leather. He wore the sandals with the holes in it, socks.
Black socks.
He wore
dress socks.
Swimming trunks. He would never get in the pool, but he had these high shorts on, and he always wore a white V-neck that was a little too small, and that was just his and some the cop glasses.
Oh yeah.
That was just his get down size. So I used to always think like, man, what's gonna be my granddad clothes by the time I'm older? Like, am I gonna stick to? I thought it would be tall tees and all of that. I thought I was gonna stick to that for a long time.
The only thing I did was. I just love cut-off sleeve shirts. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's kind of strange, bro.
And that happened maybe like 6-7 years ago.
But why you start lifting weights though? When you did that?
This is the one. For some reason, I needed the sleeves to be cut off.
That is the worst.
The shirt felt comfortable at that time.
You know what? I have a bad habit. I cut my sweatpants.
No, I don't do that.
Every single year, like it's a habit. I cannot help it. Like I buy a lot of sweatpants because I like sweatpants, and then they get hot, and then I can't take it. I don't want to go buy shorts because I got 50 pair of sweatpants in there. Some of them already the color done faded.
You got 25.
So now I just start chopping the knees off. And like 3 pair, you gonna cut too short. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so is it above the knee is cool?
It depends.
Like I can't, because every time I wear anything below my knee, people go, "Oh, you got skinny ass calves." I don't. Skinny calves.
So you saying if you wear your shorts above your knee, it makes your legs look bigger?
I look well proportioned.
No, you know what? That's a good point, Pops. When you do wear your shorts and they go below your knee, because the leg of the pants is still wide. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, there's a little thing sticking at the bottom of it, like a drumstick.
Like life went bad for you. Like no sports was in your life. And I'm like, no, I have nice calves as long as you can see them attached to how the rest of me look.
So yeah,
you just see my calves. It don't look. It's not sexy.
I like. I don't know. As I gotten older, I feel weird wearing baggy clothes.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I gotta be comfortable.
Yeah.
So like that's the balance. Like
I can't do tight.
That's what I'm saying. I can't do tight either.
Yeah.
I can't do snug nothing.
I feel like that. I'm not that young to do the little small shirt.
But tight's not cool though.
But you can't have it too loose. You can't have it like you can't wear the old sweats from back in the day, the coach's sweats that flare out at the bottom.
Right.
You can't wear those. But you can't wear the ones that show your calf muscle.
Who was cutting the clothes in the 90s? Like what were they sizing?
We went through a bad little swing where the skinny niggas was wearing. Remember they was wearing 40s.
Yeah.
Pants.
Everybody wore 36 and up.
Yeah. And you couldn't find none of the shit in the store.
Everybody wore 36 and up. If y'all don't know.
Yeah. And
it doesn't matter how old you were. You were 36 and up.
And you had a Gucci belt on.
Yeah.
Or you had some pants and you didn't want to pull them up.
No, we had the worst thing in my the worst thing in my era was we had the digital belts.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
So yeah, so like when I was a kid, if you're not from LA, you might not know about this, but when I was a kid, we had the letter belts.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just this little buckle. So just a little aluminum buckle.
Letter your name? What
yeah, and it had the Old English letter on it. So that was like the main thing as a kid. It was a slide-in belt, the little that always got stuck. And then
at the wrong time.
Yeah, and then I remember going to City Walk and everybody had first they had the diamond belts where they put the studs on it.
Yeah.
Then they had the big buckles. Yeah. Then they went to digital belts, and that's when I remember as a kid the first man code as far as clothing kicked in for me.
Yeah.
Cause I was like,
everybody
that looked cool, and we had like a little clique, and the homies like, yeah, we can put our little clique on there, and I'm like, I don't know if I want dudes looking at my crotch though, like
the digital belts.
Yeah, I couldn't get
and
with
now
that.
Now somebody staring at the middle of your body trying to figure out what to say because they got to wait for it all to show.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't get with that though. That was the.
I think the best era for me, dressing wise, was cross colors. Not cross colors. Pele Pele.
Pele Pele was even though they clothes was weak. They jackets though.
The jackets, the jeans, I just liked them all. I think Pele Pele.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Is it Pele?
Pops, nobody knows how to spell.
Okay, cool. And then who made Carl Kanai? That was
Carl Kanai.
Yeah, not Carl Kanai. I mean cross colors. He did cross colors and he did I thought Carl Kanai's clothes were the best ever. And then after that, Sean John.
I liked Sean John. I don't know
they
why
had
Puff.
An outlet.
I don't know why Puff stopped doing it. That was weird because I feel like
he had some good designs.
I feel like Puff is the only black person that I could think of that came up with a clothing brand that the name sounded like something that could last forever.
Yeah, and it wasn't too big. It wasn't
FUBU or like something
nice
Ava Rex or something like that. Like Sean John. Everybody knows somebody named Sean and John.
It's something about us. We run our course on shit and we go, okay, that's enough.
But because you're not thinking
somebody talk them into it, that's enough. You need to quit.
I think when black people think about being successful, they think about money. They don't think about occupying spaces. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what people don't understand. Like, you got to think of Henry Ford. When he got into the car industry, he wasn't the richest man. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? But in 10 years, you know what I'm saying? You can monopolize the business. So if Sean John would have stayed in there, FUBU would have died out. Pele, Averex, everything.
FUBU should have stayed.
But no, I don't think the name FUBU could have lasted.
Oh, okay.
Like that's what I think was kind of trendy. Like actually, I like FUBU. I would wear FUBU today.
I like this stuff. I thought sometimes the lettering was too big, but I think that what it is when it comes to us, it's like the Dr. Dre thing. Everybody applauded Dre for getting out of Beats. Right. He got all that money, but Beats is still going.
Right.
They never. Now, don't get me wrong. They may not sound the same, and they kind of watered it down.
But
they're
still going.
But they're still going. Somebody's still getting checks.
Right.
And I think that's where we're missing at. Yeah, you got bought out. You got paid, not bought out, but they say, oh, he jumped out at the right time. Why?
Right.
Beats is always going to be associated with you, whether you there or not. That's your shit.
And I think especially when you start getting money, they teach you that it's about money. When it's everyone else is playing the ownership game. Mm-hmm. And like every other group of people, they playing the ownership game. They're not playing the money game. Because money, you can't, if you don't know anything, you can't do anything with physical money. You have to put it into work. You got to do something. If you just have it sitting on your shelf,
do something with it.
Right. If you just got $1 billion, you're losing money every day. Mm-hmm. So, but if you have $1 billion, you take half of that and you invest in it. You have that working for you. That makes more sense. So, like to your point, him cashing out on Beats by Dre is cool. But I would have just took half the money and invested it and started my own headphones.
Just stay with it. Black folks was never going to stop buying Beats because they knew it was associated.
How did Dr. Dre not own headphones? That's crazy to me. This is what I think about two things. How does Snoop? This is what I don't understand about Snoop Dogg. Everybody hits Snoop Dogg. How does Snoop Dogg did not monopolize the weed industry in Los Angeles?
Yeah, he should. Yeah,
this
shit associated with it.
Think about this, y'all. We have 1 billion liquor stores, right? You got mini marts, you got 7-Eleven, AMPMs, whatever. There's 1 billion weed shops. There should be a Doghouse weed shop. That Snoop Dogg weed shop.
But what if that's not his interest?
How?
Well,
this is what I'm saying. You spend your whole life branding yourself. He spent his whole career branding himself.
Yeah, he smoked a gang of weed.
If I was Snoop Dogg, I would have bought gin and juice.
Oh, yeah.
I would have made that a drink. Like how Tupac did the Alizé thing. Mm-hmm. I would have made gin and juice a drink. Mm-hmm. And then if I'm Snoop Dogg, I would have just made a dog pound weed shop.
But then too, gin, if you drinking gin, you a different type of liquor person. Gin ain't no just ordinary drink. And somebody drinking gin, they've been drinking a long motherfucking time. It's just a weird. But I think Sean John Puffy should have stayed. And I think what happens is when a brand goes very well, like Sean John was doing, they and it's black. I'm pretty sure they didn't want that in the marketplace. Because remember, he made it into Macy's. He made it into everything. Now he's at Ross.
I'm going to go buy some shot. If Puff still owned it, I would still rock it.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Welcome to Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends.
Black tea.
Hi, it's Dana calling from home.
Dang.
What it do?
Not much. Sorry, Vern.
Hilarious. I know, Vern. You got beat.
What was your favorite outfit to wear? Or clothing?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't have a favorite.
What was your favorite brand coming up?
Always do that.
I didn't wear a lot of brands either. Probably Guess.
Oh, I remember the Guess era. Did you go through
that was like late 80s. And
I remember Guess was popping.
Early 90s, I guess.
Hilarious.
I don't know.
What was like the mandatory thing to have as a fashion statement growing up? Like everybody
growing up or like teenage years?
Teenage years, like everybody had it.
Probably cross colors.
Yeah.
Cross colors. Like, did you have to have a certain item, like a jacket or the boots?
You just had to have cross color.
You know what? I think you had to wear cross colors. Then I remember the Guess jean jackets were big.
Oh, yeah.
The pair of jeans, but I've never been a label person. Like, I do like certain stuff that has a good quality to it, but I've never been a label person. A jeans, T-shirt, and flip-flops was it.
But see, I'm not a label person. I don't want the label to be huge.
That's what I remember so far.
See, I didn't want the label to be huge. I don't want no big-ass, like I forgot who's that always put a big-ass, like Carl Kanai put a big.
I called in because I had some feedback about the business thing. You guys were like, why didn't Dre stay in Beats and all of this different stuff?
Go ahead.
But to a certain extent, we have to realize that a lot of times blacks are shut out of these businesses.
Yep.
Right.
And then to have a chip in the game and to move forward, they're pushing you to sell their business. They give you an offer you can't refuse. I do believe that 99% of us has a price. So,
sure.
Yeah, but like, why not be upwardly mobile? Why not access this? I know the guy that owns Shea Moisture, he bought Essence Magazine.
Oh, nice.
So someone's always looking, to go up the rung of the ladder, but a lot of times we're shut out. Recently, Black people all came together in the Crenshaw district and tried to buy the mall, and whoever owned it or however they,
oh yeah, the
set up
Westfield
the
people.
sale, they a Russian dude underbid them, and they took it. That was Black people's opportunity to own something in that area, and they're just like, this train is coming through. We're gonna throw up another Starbucks and Jamba Juice,
right?
And we don't want y'all in here like that.
Yeah, that's too much money.
So the Westfield.
We want to revitalize the neighborhood, and we can't do that with Black people here in large numbers.
Dana, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Westfield people bought the mall, or someone else bought the mall?
No, Russian businessmen bought them all.
Oh, okay.
So what are they doing with it? Because I know
I
they
don't
got
know.
rid of
Probably
they got rid of.
condos. Speedy is probably they are going to tear it down and probably build something else. I don't know the overall.
I didn't know that.
I don't know the plans, but I know that the Russian dude underbid those Black people, and they accepted his bid.
Oh wow.
Wow. Yeah, because I know a Walmart.
That type of stuff happens. They shut us out, really, and people are like, well, why don't Black people do what other cultures do? Not when you're being shut out. Even, right. I'm sorry to cut you off, Speedy, but even these businesses like Slutty Vegan and Turkey Leg Hut, the people in those neighborhoods and in those areas and the business owners come together and file suit because of the smell or the traffic or the you don't have your parking set up. It's really like a concerted effort to shut us down.
Yeah, we were doing a comedy club in Oakland, and we were doing very well. And the neighbors decided that it was too much traffic, and they shut the club down.
That's what they do. It's always or eminent domain. If they can't get you any other way, Speedy. These businesses and these homes, these Black people, when they come together collectively, like my neighbor is Black, the person across the street, the school has majority Black teachers and all that, they'll do something with eminent domain, and we want to build a park, or, we want to put a freeway through here. We want to do an extension.
Oh, yeah, and then they
So if you have someone always collectively working against you, that's very hard to go up against, especially when you don't have the capital.
But I also believe, like in Puffy's thing with Sean John, I believe he was doing very well as far as being in all the big locations. He was in Macy's, he was in everywhere, and then he gets bought out, and then the brand just disappears.
Well, that's what it was meant to do,
right?
Because he was being too positive and too out there. When Beats first came out about 9 years ago, you could buy them with a Groupon for like $19.
Right.
Because my friend did it. She was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna buy these for everybody and just give them away because they're so cheap." And then Dre gets involved, and the other guy, his business partner, and Japanese then it just skyrockets. And now, he made all this money and stuff. But to answer Nick about why Snoop doesn't go into weed or cannabis at a higher level, or he wasn't the first one to do it, those licenses are very hard to obtain, and Snoop has a felony.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, I'm not even talking about him selling the weed. Like, you can own the shop, you know what I'm saying? You could just own the name, and they could just license the, like for Subway. You know what I'm saying? Subway just a sandwich shop.
I get that part, but another thing that I've watched Snoop over his career and always been a fan, and on some level, to me, Snoop stays high, so he just don't have to deal with a whole lot of other stuff.
That's possible.
That's what I said.
I'm sorry, I feel that way
so
because it's just like, I'm not trying to put that Black man down, but I think Snoop stays high just so he don't have to deal with so much, aggressions where everything is cool, I'm laid back, I'm high, I'm good.
Right.
And he's in a good space too, I think, where he make a gang of money and he don't have to deal with white people on certain levels. Right.
He let his business partner or somebody that does business on that level that works for him or in partnership with him deal with it. And it's just like, because I saw Snoop at a basketball game, and Tiana Taylor had got into it with this white dude, and Snoop was like about 5 feet away. He never looked over. He never paid attention. And I was like, he's so high, he's just chilling. He couldn't react if he wanted to.
What you doing today?
Chilling, probably going to do some work. I wanted to do my What You're Watching.
What you watching?
Please, go right ahead.
I heard Nick bring up clickbait, but I didn't have enough time to watch it.
I watched the whole thing.
When I was out with COVID, I watched some of everything.
Like what?
I got tired of TV.
Yeah, I was the same way.
I did. I just, I went back and watched Love Jones. I watched Dear White People. I watched the series on Netflix, She's Gotta Have It. I watched The Upshaws.
What did you think of that? What did you think of that?
David Makes Men.
Well, Dana,
say it again?
What did you think of the series She's Gotta Have It?
You know what? It got better as time went on.
Okay.
But in the beginning, it was just kind of like, she hooked up with these 3 dudes. She lives a really carefree life and everything. And then, live your life. But the whole, about 5 episodes dedicated to her lesbianism, I could have did without that.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't tripping about. I just thought it was really good. And again, I thought when they caught their stride, they decided to stop doing it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Netflix canceled. Netflix gave Spike, a 2-season deal, and it never found its audience like a lot of things. Mm-hmm. I liked Lovecraft Country, and it's, it has a lot of critical acclaim. It's been nominated for all these Emmys, and HBO decided not to pick it up for another season because I can see where it's very expensive to produce.
Because it was a timepiece. It was, yeah.
It's a lot of moving parts,
yeah.
And you're trying to convey a certain story, and maybe they just didn't want to give Misha Green all that green light, like, do whatever you want. But Courtney Vance made a good point when he came out and he won his Creative Emmy, was like, you guys have, HBO, you guys do a lot of groundbreaking things, and you had enough money for 15 seasons of Game of Thrones, mm-hmm. but not a second season for Lovecraft Country.
Nope. Yeah, and that's why I was going to say I don't want to go. I didn't want to go with that thought of they didn't have the money because they got mad money, but also
they have the money. It's just. It's a lot of moving parts, and it
got picked up for a second season. I'm looking at this shit going, what the fuck? And some of the writers,
they're winking at them. It's a wink and a nod, Speedy. You have to admit that some of these black shows, when it picks up a audience like that, where we're all watching, and it's not, it's about black trauma. The underlying theme is the black trauma. And then, people are watching it. It produced a podcast that everybody's listening to. They like, yeah, y'all doing too much. Let me go and pull that back.
Because I feel, and I may have said this before, even on the show, on Jamie's show, I felt like this is a show that should go easily 5 seasons. I really thought that.
They had enough steam and motivation or whatever to move that far, but I don't know. And they dragged it out, Speedy. It was the last announcement of the year is that Lovecraft Country isn't coming back. They waited, and the lady Misha Green, she had already did her outline.
Wow.
For the new season, for the second season, and they just kind of like shut her down. And I would like to know whose decision it was.
But you know what they do in those situations? They'll shut them down, but they'll go, "Oh, we'll give you another first look on something else you got." They did
give her a first look.
And I didn't even know that.
I don't know what the name of it is, but I did read that they gave her another first look. So they're interested in what she does. Most likely she's queer, so they're giving her the purse strings. They just have it in somebody else's hands.
Dana, don't believe it that way. That's how they shut. You know what they told Jamie after they canceled his show? Oh, we're going to give you a first look on something else. Me? Yeah, they said we're going to give you a first look on another show. They told him the exact same thing, and that's what they tell most of the black producers and writers.
I read that it was Jamie was in agreement with the cancellation, Speedy.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So they just kind of put that in there, and then made it seem like they went along with it.
He wanted to do 2 more seasons. He wanted to do 2 and 3 together. We were supposed to shoot 2 and 3 together like right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he wanted to do. And then I got the call. Okay, we didn't get picked up, but some other goofy ass shit got picked up. So I'm like, okay, because What's Come Show got picked up for second season.
Upshaw.
The one you guys said.
Upshaw.
Yeah.
It's called Upshaw.
Yeah, Upshaw. It got picked up for second season.
It was a pretty good show.
But it was totally opposite.
Now that I've seen Upshaw and Dad Stop Embarrassing Me, what I would have liked to see with a Dad Stop Embarrassing Me is a little bit more nuance.
What do you mean by that?
Nuance, when I say that, I'm talking about something geared more to the Black community. Like
all of it was geared.
Did the church episode, it was that, but when I remember Dad Stop Embarrassing Me, it could have been anybody. That could have been an Asian family. It could have been a West Indian family. It could have been anything because, to me, I didn't see the nuances that spoke to our community.
But everything that we wrote, besides the first, what people have to understand, we didn't write the first two ones. The first two were written by a white guy, and his guys that he brought in. So we were there, but those two episodes were already written. So then when you get to the third episode, they moved him out, they moved Bentley in, and they really gave us a voice as far as the other Black writers on the show. And a voice where we could say, no, we don't want to do that. No, we don't want to do this. We should go in that direction. And there was a lot of stuff that was changed to like they never had the episode about the police, and we came up with that. Fox wanted that in there. They had more when it came up about the Latino guy that worked for Fox. He didn't want it to be like just because it's a Mexican guy and we have a gang of Mexican jokes. He didn't want to have it like that. And I think we tried to be above making the typical Black show where deadbeat dad, not into kids. We just tried not to do that. The only thing that they really wanted, they wanted the mom to be in the show, and Fox didn't want the mom in the show.
Fox didn't want it?
No, he wanted to be a single dad. And then not have to worry.
I like that, but
where you didn't have the mom come in and go, I want my daughter back, because I thought we should have wrote an episode.
I mean, you could have done it where the mom was just so busy that the dad was a better fit.
Yeah.
Because it was, what was it, Georgia, and it's family oriented down there, and she would have had more structure, so you could have done it that way. But to me, when I rewatched it, I would have liked to see something more nuanced towards being Black. I think that's what was left out, where you guys did not want to utilize that.
Now, what do you mean? Okay, I know what you
should have.
I have an idea what you mean by being Black. But what do you mean by being Black? Because he was Black throughout the whole series.
He wasn't Black in a way, in a sense that was expressed.
What about the dad?
Like, there's things that goes on in Black households that other people don't live there, don't know anything about. This whole thing that we're all American, but we're really a culture within a culture.
Right.
Like, he was a Black dad, but I didn't see him express being a Black dad. He could have been a white dad. He could have been a Mexican dad. He could have been any kind of dad. That was not expressed in the show when I watched it, because that you guys chose not to go that way, but it should have been more like that. I understand what you're saying about the negative aspects in, what is it? Not typical, but the other word I'm trying to think of. Where, I don't know. There's a word I'm trying to think of. But I would have liked to see more of that when I watched the Upshaws. Yes, it was a family, but we knew that was a Black family.
Yeah, but I see. I beg to differ.
I'm
really
trying not to be negative.
No. You're not being negative. You have an opinion.
Your work so much, Speedy. But I would have liked to have seen more of that.
Yeah, but then I think the Upshaws was the total opposite. It was the typical thing you always see.
It wasn't the opposite. The only thing that was a factor that carries a lot of the Upshaws is Wanda Sykes. Her being the sister, and her and Mike Epps going back and forth, and the whole sister-in-law, brother-in-law thing, where she likes him but not likes him. That really works for that show.
I thought David Allen Greer destroyed. There's no way you can't tell me he was a great dad.
He was great.
He's a fantastic dad.
I would have liked to see more. I think for some of these shows, if you're not going to do network, when I'm saying NBC, ABC, and CBS, and you're going to Netflix, take that leverage and use it.
Nah, okay, so you guys don't know.
No, am I wrong, Speedy? You tell me, because you're the person.
I was there. We tried to go. You can go to the line, but anytime we went over the lines, the upper people brought it back and said, "No, we can't do that. You got to find another way."
Okay.
So it was a lot of stuff we wanted to do.
See.
They had notes, and when they would give us notes, we had to abide by the notes. And then and then Fox would go, "Well, I'm gonna see if I could push that," and he would try to push it, and then they would go, "Nope, we can't come off of that. We got to have this." So, thank you, Dana.
And see, I would be interested to know who are the people that work with the Upshaws, because they totally let them do it.
Yeah. But I think because you had Jamie's show go one direction, so you make the other show go the opposite direction to see what happens.
Yeah. So it becomes an experiment, and whoever who pays off with the viewers and the
I think they both
watchers,
did well, but
that's who gets it.
I think they both did well on the viewers, but I just think they picked the other show over ours.
Well, whose numbers were better? Because when it comes down to Netflix, it's about numbers.
It's not numbers. There's no numbers in Netflix.
It's never about. It's never about numbers. With the people.
They just want their thing at Netflix is that's why they wanted you to do. That's why they do series. That's why most of the stuff they put on is a series because they want you to watch all the series. Ain't no commercials. They want you to watch from 1 to 8. They need you to watch 1 to 8. That's all they want.
They did the same thing with Regina King's TV show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not TV show, but Netflix show, 7 Seconds. It got her nominated. Everybody was watching it, and she didn't get a second season either.
I think that kind of reminds. Remember when someone would get the best new artist of the year, and then you never hear from them again?
Oh, that's a curse.
Yep.
That's always been a curse. It happened to Terrence Trent D'Arby. He was supposed to be the new Prince. He might work at Taco Bell, as far as I know. But I think getting those awards for shows and like that are a curse for black people, because the minute you get them, they go, okay, you got an award, you should be happy, and then we're going to cancel your show, and then you got to find something else to do.
Well, it just depends on who you are, because for Regina King, she was nominated and stuff, but she was nominated for Emmys that she won. She was nominated for this, that, and the other that she won. So I would say in her case, it's a no, but I do know about that.
And I hate doing
that's a curse to get the best new artist or the best new show or whatever.
I hate doing the if thing, but if she was white, she would have at least 6, 7 shows under her belt right now, directing.
Yeah, but you know what they say, Speedy.
Yep. Tell me.
If was a fifth, we all be drunk.
That's why I didn't want to say it, but I did. Thank you, baby girl.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Call in. Let's discuss it, man. I love discussing Hollywood, being in the middle of it.
Well, let me
818-914-4087.
One more time.
818-914-4087. You have a shit written down somewhere.
I hate to be the conspiracy theorist here, but let me just give y'all a little knowledge. So you guys everybody should do the research. This helps me, like when I get into these debates, not to get so emotionally invested into it, because it's cool to talk about. Hang on for a second, caller. It's cool, but I have to keep in perspective. The purpose of creating television was to program people. The purpose of theater, before they even had television, back when they was putting on plays with the Greeks and the Romans, the purpose of that was always political. It had nothing to do with entertaining the people. That's a waste of time. No one cares about that. So I'll always keep that in perspective when I'm watching television, and I don't agree with what I'm seeing. So when I look at
if I take what you're saying, I truly believe what you're saying is correct, because if you take Upshaws and you take what's the stop embarrassing me.
So look, what's the political message, right?
So
in Upshaws,
we'd rather show you deadbeat dad,
right,
with 2 different baby mamas.
So look this: when you got Jamie's show, right? He doesn't have a woman competing with him.
No,
he is an alpha male in his show, right? The beautiful lady with him is feminine. She's not arguing back with him. She wants to help him. This is putting black, and his daughter got respect for him. He's taking care of his family.
And if she ever dared to the side, he goes,
right.
Oh,
he corrected. They go on to church. Right. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing counterproductive about his show. When you look at the Upshaws, even though I like the Upshaws, when you look at it, you got the gay son. which that was uncalled for. There was no need for the gay son. You could have made Wanda Sykes gay because she is gay. Because no dude wants to hit Wanda Sykes. Yeah. So I didn't understand. That's how you know it's a narrative. Yeah. Because if you needed a gay person, use the gay person.
He misses his the other twin son or twin kid.
He's got multiple kids spread everywhere.
And he goes to the house and they're gambling. They're shooting dice on his birthday.
And the mom is constantly arguing with him. So that's making it look like that's the normal, and that's what the world thinks is normal for black people.
And that's why people went, oh, it's so great.
Right. And this is my thing. And the sad part is this, Pops, I thought that was normal until I met Tommy and Whitney. Mm-hmm. And I got a chance to see, I was like, oh, shoot, this is young black people that don't argue? Because on TV, that's all you seen. Mm-hmm. So you think if you're a young couple, you got to argue with your girl and all that. Mm-hmm. I seen Tommy and Whitney, I said, oh, they don't want you to know that. Yeah. That's not a good narrative for the whatever you want to call it.
What's your name? Where you call it from?
Fern.
This is L out of Houston.
Take that L.
L Boogie, what up?
What's the Billy?
You, man.
Slow motion.
So y'all didn't hit on so many different things, man. I'll miss out on some stuff I want to talk about. So I get what Dana's saying about the show. Dana, stop embarrassing me. Uh-huh. Basically, what I gather from what she was saying, if I'm, looking at the way she was trying to put it, is that as far as based on the narratives of the show, any race could have been put into that position.
I don't think so.
A white dad and a white father. I mean, a daughter, Asian dad, and it still would have fit and still would have worked.
Right.
And so, pertaining to, comparison of the Upshaws, I mean, we just keep it 100. It was more black. And what I mean by more black is we can say what we want about how they make the type of shows to want to keep us down or whatever, or kind of how things are as far as the black community. But it is what it is. I mean, it's the reality of how it is. We can't deny that. And I think that's why Dad stopped embarrassing me. I mean, the Upshaws did better because they did have that dynamic of what we see in our own black families.
So what would you say? What do you say?
Whether you got money or not, I've seen it both ways. Whether they got money, whether you have money or not, I've still seen those type of dynamics within black families.
Okay, personally. so let me ask you a question. So you're saying white America, the regular white America, they don't have arguments, they don't have baby mamas, they don't have drama in theirs because they don't show that on their TV shows.
Right.
Just so you know that.
There's no TV show.
No. I understand what you're saying.
What I'm saying is we have a different type of comedy. And I'm looking at comedy shows.
Right.
We have a different type of comedy as black people that we laugh at. They laugh at more straight-laced type comedy. That's why a lot of their shows are geared towards that. Some of this writing is funny and things like that.
No.
But we don't have that type of comedy in our black culture. We laugh at the baby daddies. Unfortunately, but that's just what it is.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
The ratchet on.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So why did Fresh Prince work? Why did Martin work? And they didn't have either one of those.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't have no baby mamas. They did not.
Yes, they did. They didn't have. But understand, Speedy, I'm not saying that every comedy show has to have a baby mama.
No, you're saying that's how black culture is. You're saying that the majority of our black culture deals with baby mamas, the issues, motherfuckers arguing.
That was an example. What I'm saying is, if you look at the Fresh Prince, if you look at Martin, okay, those shows still had black comedy that we can relate to.
Yes,
the Shanays, the Romy Romes. I mean, the crazy jokes, the type of things that you can see yourself sitting, with those people and having that you're laughing with them based on the type of comedy. It's the difference. I just think that Dad stopped embarrassing me. They had some comedic pieces there, but I think again, like Dana was saying, anybody could have fit into those slots, and it still would have been the same type of comedy.
Now, the asterisk that has to go on to Dad Stop Embarrassing Me, the original cast was supposed to be Tiffany Haddish as the sister. Because of COVID, they couldn't make it work, and she had a gang of movies and stuff lined up, and she couldn't get out of them. And his best friend was going to be what's my man, the little short comic. He had a song. Duval. And Lil Duval had all these appearance dates that he had got deposits for, and he couldn't get out of them. So that would be the only asterisk I would put by Fox show. He had to go and at the last minute because we were under the wire. We had to find a cast. So he just called. He knew the white dude. He had worked with him before. He just called him and said, "Hey man, can you come do the show? We'll figure it out how we're gonna do it." He said, "Yes, I could do it." Then he calls Portia. Portia, I need you to come do the show. That wasn't the first pick, but we had to work what we had to work with. And then David Allen Greer was never called. It was originally George Wallace. And George Wallace, when the pandemic hit, he said, "I can't do it." And that's how we got David Allen Greer. So the whole show was...
And that's what I mean, Speed. Like, David Allen Greer and Wonzer
was hilarious.
Were the saving grace of the show.
Yes.
They did the back and forth arguing that we see as black people laughing and, let's just keep it 100. We have that type of stuff happening, and it's funny. We already know when we go to the family reunion, you're going to have the uncle that's doing this or the uncle and the aunt arguing. You're going to see that. And that's just, it's not saying that there's anything negative about it.
No, it is,
though. It's just something that we see. It's not.
It is.
So if you don't see it, does that mean...
If it's the reality of what happens within our community. It is what it is.
I didn't have the uncle.
But this is what I'm saying, though. This is what I'm saying. I can't relate to nothing on the up shows. Nothing. Like, it's funny, right? Because they put it on TV because it's a stereotype. But I don't have those dynamics in my family. None of them.
I'm not saying every black person does.
So no. But hold on, L, hold on. But what I'm saying is this: when it comes to, let's just use for example white families. If you do a white show, there's 1 billion white people live in trailer parks, live in poor communities.
Don't never show it.
Sleep with their uncles and have babies. They don't have TV shows about this.
Sure don't.
They don't make it funny because it's not funny. There's nothing funny about. In my personal opinion, there's nothing funny about a woman yelling at a man and disrespecting him. But in the black, But in the black world, I've never seen Roseanne in my life, so I can't.
That's what I'm saying. You don't. So you.
No. Hold on.
Roseanne was one of the exceptions because she was trailer park. That was a trailer park show.
So we got one show.
And it worked.
Hold on.
It worked.
We got one show. This is what I'm saying. We don't see this consistently when it comes to every culture has issues. Every culture has problems. All I'm saying is when we show both sides of it, it seems to be the negative side that gets the most attention. That was my point.
That's funny, but that's what we. But
I don't think that's funny.
Here's what I'm saying. You don't. That's fine.
Right.
But you don't make up the masses. And
then neither do you.
But y'all should think about that then.
We laugh at these things. We're not looking at those things and say, "Oh, let's put this down." And they we laugh at those things. That's the type of stuff that we laugh.
That's
at.
the problem.
Comedy show, Speedy. Come on. You know the type of comedy that's being done.
Yeah, but okay. I'll give you an example. L, I'll give you an example.
Comedy is not gonna get the reaction.
I'll give you an example. L, I'll give you an example. So, right before the pandemic, when DC Young Fly was doing his thing, DC Young Fly was doing numbers. And a young lady calls me and goes, "Speedy, DC Young Fly's doing numbers. Stand up is old. Nobody's doing stand up no more. They're doing what DC Young Fly and those guys are doing. They killing." And I listened to this young lady on the phone and I went, "You got to be absolutely crazy to try to tell me that stand up is dead." And she's younger, and her belief was DC Young Fly is the new. And I'm not hating on DC Young Fly, but she said, "No, this is what comedy's evolving to, where you just show up and you clown the audience and then you go home. You don't give I give no part of what I do. I clown, but I also do my stand up and show you part of how I grew up or my life." Mm-hmm. And she literally was like, "Speedy, you, Fox," and she started naming all these comics. Y'all it's about to be over for y'all because these young comics are doing these and they doing mad numbers. And I told her, I said, it's only going to last a minute, and DC Young Fly and his group is going to be the only ones that are going to get that money. And that's exactly what happened. So when you say, "Oh, you got to be like this," no, you don't. You don't have to be anything. I think Fresh Prince of Bel-Air never went there. They never had to. Now, they may have had somebody come in and play something different, but it was absolutely a white show. That could have been a white show. You know that could have been a white show.
You gotta look at this, Speedy. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Look at the main character. Don't look at all the other characters around. Will was the main character.
That's the same
Will
thing.
was the one that brought that dynamic to the cast.
Okay, now take that and flip it.
You still hold up. And you still had the other characters that also had their stuff every night. Uncle Phil would go off. Aunt Viv was feisty. They had that dynamic still. It was still there. Now, when I say the dynamic, some shows are more extreme than others. Perfect example. Okay, I just started watching and actually finished watching it. The Miss Pat show. Okay, that's the extreme other side. Completely extreme other side. But again, I can relate because I have seen that.
But does that make? Is that what you?
And I get it. Because,
so are you saying the only shows?
May not be.
Are you saying the only shows that should be put on air should be for black people is showing everything? We should have a little bit of both. Can't we have both? But I'm asking, can we have both?
About Dad Stop Embarrassing Me and comparing to the Upshaws. And what I'm saying in these other shows, and what Dana was saying pertaining to Dad Stop Embarrassing Me, as far as how that particular show, she said it was not saying that it wasn't black enough, but it could have, anybody could have been put into those roles.
But I don't understand that anybody. What does that have to do with it? That's not a. Okay. That's any show.
You don't change nothing. Okay, you don't change nothing about the show. That show could have had a white father, a white daughter. Could have had a Mexican daughter, a Mexican father.
But what does that have to do with whether? Okay, so you're telling me
it could have had that. You could have put them in, and the show still could have ran and did the same exact thing.
No, it wouldn't have.
So what's the no? But why is that? No, but that's the no. But Pops, that's the point though.
Yeah,
is to show black people in the same light other cultures are being shown in.
So what's wrong with that?
That was the point.
Nobody said nothing was wrong with it.
No, but that was the point of the show.
You're looking at. Okay, if you're comparing, let's keep it like this. If you're comparing black comedy to white comedy, we know that there's an obvious difference.
What's the difference?
No difference in a black show and a white show. It's no difference. We don't laugh at the same things. We don't laugh at the same things because we have things that we laugh at that are funny to us.
But if you're okay, maybe I'll go this. I'm gonna go this. Maybe you're not diverse as I am. I was able to laugh at Will and Grace. Will and Grace, to me, one of the best written comedy shows ever.
I watch everything. That's why I can say what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, let me finish. I'll let you finish. Let me finish. Will and Grace. Everybody Loves Raymond. Off the fucking chain.
That's funny.
Off the fucking chain. Funniest shit I've ever seen on TV. The callbacks were funny. All that shit was funny. And when you got to black shows, when Lil Rel came out, was that funny? It had all the black characters you want.
I didn't watch that show as much.
Okay, so but it had every single thing you just said.
But I think you're not.
No. I'm saying it had everything. It had the baby mama dramas. It had the daddy with 2 kids by itself. It had all that other shit, and it still didn't work.
But Speedy, this is okay. Understand,
right?
A black show is no different from a white show. Not every one of them is going to work. It doesn't mean just because you have that it's going to work. I'm not saying
or you don't have it, or you don't have it, it's not going to work.
But I'm saying it's just like does every show work? Some shows don't get picked up. Some shows don't work. That's with everything. So I'm not saying that if you do these things, that it's going to work and it's going to be a hit. No.
Right.
Every show still has to have that chemistry. It still has to have something to draw that audience to want to watch that show.
When's the last time you saw a black show where they went to church? Just tell me when that. Just tell me when they had a black show that went to church.
Never.
And they told the daughter says, because these young kids don't go to church. And when she said, oh, I'm going to go do yoga, all the older black people said, what the? Because they're like, no, we go to church on Sunday. When the last time you saw that on TV?
Good times.
Thank you. Come on, man. We got to be better than that. We should be better than that.
I get what you're saying. But I think you've been a little defensive about it.
I'm not defensive at all. I know it may sound like it.
I think you are.
I'm not, but what you think is fine. But I'm not. If I say I'm not, I'm not. But
I agree with you, Pop.
I mean, I'm not saying. What I'm saying is, every show is not going to work.
No, everybody knows that. Hell, that's everybody knows that. All the shows are shot in the dark.
The audience to want to watch it.
Yeah, all the show, everything you write down. Like I got 4 or 5 movies and a couple of TV shows. I don't know what they're going to do until they get on their feet. Until somebody.
Okay, I'll give you a perfect example, Speedy.
Hilarious.
The Cosby Show.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have all that. They had the mother there, the father
They
there,
had
the
everything.
there,
Funny
the
as fuck.
there.
Funny is all I do.
And they put Bill Cosby in jail, nigga. What does that tell you? So what does that tell you, nigga?
Had that stuff. They still had stuff.
Yeah, and they put that nigga in prison.
Laughed at because I'm not saying that it has to be super black, but it's still.
That could have been a white family. That could have been a white family.
Right.
We could relate.
Nope,
though.
that could have been a white family. Don't even try it. That
What family?
Hello. Oh, what happened? You hung up?
But it worked.
That's not what he said. I said it could have been a Japanese family or it could have been a Latino. It could have been a Latino family. It could have been whatever.
Right.
This is not the case.
Right, but
you still gotta have something to draw the audience back to want to watch the show.
we agree, L.
Bill Cosby.
But the point was that you said anybody could have been on Dad Stop Embarrass Me, which I agree, because there was no scenario on there. But I disagree too, because I think the church thing was good, because in most families they wouldn't have frowned at yoga. That's a black thing. So I think they did hint of some element to that. What I think was missing was the ghetto element. And I think I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but as I'm reading the chat room and I'm listening to people, I think that's what we're referring to. And my point is this.
It was none.
Everybody doesn't come from every black person. That's not their reality. Every black, that's what, and like, like I was telling my pops, like, I didn't know there was black relationships that people didn't argue, because whether it was directly in front of me or on television, that's all I seen. Whether it be Love Jones or Poetic Justice, that's all I seen until I met a black couple, and I've known these people 6-7 years, and I've never seen them argue. I've never seen his wife disrespect him. So that gave me the reality to go, wait a minute. This what they show me on TV is not reality. There's other people. Just like every other group of people in the world, black people are multidimensional. We don't have to have a loud auntie. Like we don't have to.
I said at the very beginning of when I started.
You got a gay son? Do you got a gay son?
No, I don't have a gay son.
How many black dudes do you know with a gay son?
A couple.
Out of all the guys you know, though, it's a couple.
Yeah, just
okay.
a couple.
Is it a common thing or an uncommon thing?
Well, look, let's go. Look, Speedy, you know this.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, you always had that one dude.
Yeah, he was happy. We called him happy. That's what my mother called him, happy.
You had that one dude.
That one dude that was happy.
Whether he was related to you or not, we all knew that one dude.
I had a cousin. I can say his name.
You dig what I'm saying?
I had a cousin. His name was Bucky, and Bucky.
That's a gay name.
And he would come to family reunion. He would always show with some little dude, and it was in the black. And in the black culture, we don't say nothing about it. Nobody says anything. And if somebody does, they'll nip that. Hey, shut up, be quiet. Let him be who he want to be. And he would just pranced around the house.
He want to play jacks.
You want to play jacks? Then let him go.
Do it.
Let him do it. You're right.
You had that one.
You had that one. But I think what Nick is saying is like, I didn't understand, like in writing, make me understand why the son should be gay. Just let me, if you give me the reason, if you're saying, well, we're going to do this because we want to represent, okay, then say that. And then say we want to make sure that some gay people watch the show. Okay, then you put the gay character in there. Okay, do what you got to do.
You don't need a gay person for gay people to watch the show.
It doesn't always have
to.
You should not always have to have a gay person in the black show. I agree with that. Because that's again, like you said, Nick, you don't see that in every household.
But that
you don't see it there. So I agree. I agree with you.
Or the other, L.
I don't have it either.
Oh, L, the other thing they do when you see a black character on a TV show, a strong black character, the next thing you find out that person is gay. The one on 9/11, the sister with the bald head. Why did she have to be? She didn't have to be gay just because she had a bald head. I know her. She's from Chicago. We worked together on a project. She wasn't gay, but why did she need to be gay on that show? The black girl on FBI Wanted. Super strong character. That sister is strong as fuck as the character. But she's gay. She's gay in the character.
I got one for you.
Y'all seen the Miss Pat show? Have you seen the Miss Pat show?
No.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'll check it out.
I'd be interested. I'd be interested to get your thoughts on it. Look. I'm gonna tell you one thing I noticed. There was lots of, like they said, everybody says lots of cursing, lots of profanity and things like that throughout the show. Is a lot.
Did it make you move, or is it just cussing?
It fit.
Okay.
The shit was funny, but what I did notice is as the episodes went further and further along, seemed like it got less. It still was there, but seemed like the profanity got less and less.
The network probably wanted them to bring it down.
Yeah,
because I know
at the beginning
on our show we had 2 fucks. We could do bitch more than four times, and you could not do nigga. Shit you could say more than once. There were certain words you could say more than once, even on Netflix. But you couldn't just go in there and go, motherfucker said shit, motherfucker. You couldn't do that. They would come back with notes. But thank you, man. Yeah. Great call.
Check out the Miss Pat show, Speed. I want to
try.
Your thoughts on it, bro.
I'm try to do that. 818-914. It is what you watching Wednesday, but hey, what you watching? We'll talk about it Wednesday.
I got 2 things I was watching.
Go ahead.
One, on the topic that we on right now, before we get off of, we can get off it right after this. I seen this movie called In the Cut. I doubt you ever seen this. It's with Meg Ryan.
No.
It's actually a really good movie. It's older though. I want to say 17, maybe earlier than that.
Mm-hmm.
But to the point that we're talking about. So in this movie, one of my favorite comics is in this movie, Patrice O'Neal. If you know anything about Patrice O'Neal, if you haven't heard his comedy, I would say he sounds like somebody that Corey Holcomb grew up listening to. If you can imagine that. Patrice O'Neal is one of the funniest comics I've ever seen. The movie's called In the Cut. So this is what I didn't understand about this movie, right? Good film. I had to watch it 3 times. Patrice O'Neal plays a very small part in there. He plays a pimp, but he plays a gay pimp that has on eyeliner and a leotard. And as I'm watching the movie, I watched it twice. I'm going, he could have been a pimp, right? The pimp had nothing to do with the movie. So that's one strike. You putting a black man in there as the womanizer has nothing to do with the film. Why is he gay? Why is it a gay pimp on a stool with a little 22 in his purse?
That's an oxymoron. You can't even be a gay pimp.
Well, thank you for clarifying that, DJ.
What kind of shit is that? A gay pimp? Like that's like being a pastor that do murders on a weekend.
Now, before you go into it, DJ Vegas, the reason why, Nick, because there were no black writers in the room to go.
No, I don't think that pops. I think the reason why is because they have an agenda against black men.
Oh no.
So you take Patrice.
That's what I mean.
You take Patrice O'Neal,
who's funny as
who's
fuck,
known as an aggressive black male.
Yeah, and you tell him to play that.
And
character.
you tell him to put a leotard and eyeliner on and sit on a stool.
Yeah. But again, there was no black writers in the room to go, hey, don't do that. But go ahead.
Because that could have been anybody.
A lot of people are not going to agree with this. People think I'm crazy for even saying this, but they have an agenda against pimps. They do not want you to think that a pimp is a man of character at all.
A pimp is not a man of character.
Everybody has their different views. Everybody has, a different morals and stuff like that. And everybody says what they will never
What's
do.
disabuse?
Stuff like that.
I never heard that before.
But it's certain, if you know, it's hard for me to explain because a lot of people don't understand it. But that's something that could never even happen, a gay pimp.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. That's what I just thought the character had no purpose of being in the movie. So obviously it was another reason for it.
But every depiction that you ever see of a pimp is a negative one. It's one that
I don't think there's a positive.
They always try to make you they just fool with a big hat and a cane and it's just it makes you perceive it that way if you've never met one in real life. You know what I'm saying? Because they want you to think that this person is a scum of the earth. They'll never talk about the good things that they have done. Which, like I said, you got your own morals and stuff like that. Everybody is different. So, but I just got a problem with that. Like it irritates.
You want to be a pimp in your past life?
No, I came up around that a lot, and I kind of gravitated towards that, and I got a lot of game and information from like that culture, and that's a culture, that's a lifestyle that you have rules to. There's rules. Like I said, you can't be a gay pimp. You can't be like pimps don't just sit up and just beat on females 24/7, and they don't sit up there and make you. It's not by force. It's by choice.
You'd be tired
like,
if you
y'all
did 24/7.
Met Bishop Don Juan, right?
Yeah, he gave me a ride to school when I was in junior high school.
One of the coolest dudes. Like we all know sugar free.
Yeah, but you're meeting him on the surface.
Yeah, I wouldn't let my sister grow out with him.
Yeah, you're not.
Hell, you talking
again, about? I'm not saying you right or wrong, DJ. I'm not saying you right or wrong, but let's just keep it real, nigga. Now, again, have you ever watched the thing on Prime about Slim? What's his name? Iceberg Slim.
No, never.
Oh, you got to watch that, bro. You got to watch that. He talks about being a pimp and how in Chicago and how he had to be.
He wasn't a pimp. Iceberg. That's the dude that wrote the books, right?
No,
Speedy,
they have books.
Have you ever seen American Pimp?
Yeah, I saw all those, man. But I get what you're saying about the gay thing. I'm not talking about that part of it. But there is a side of it that is fucked up. That women take L's. They get their ass beat. They get knocked out. They get killed. Things like that were happening to women if they didn't do, if they wasn't producing. You know that.
Absolutely.
And they were getting them strung out.
No, not if they not producing. Well, maybe back in the days, yeah, but you can't do stuff like that no more.
And, hey, FYI, DJ, you know pimping is a white man's culture.
Nah, I don't believe so.
That is a fact.
I disagree. Why you say that?
Because pimping and prostitution whorehouses were started by white men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Red light district.
They had the power first, but that's not pimping. That's just
no. Huh?
That's not pimping. That's prostitution.
The person that's putting the person out there is the pimp, nigga.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, it's something called a definition. By definition.
Yeah. Profit in my pocket, nigga.
Listen, you could send anything. You can send anybody outside to do anything. That does not make you a pimp.
It does. Profit. If you come back and give me the money.
Yes. Okay. Like in the world of America, technically, I guess to those people that will make you a pimp. But to pimp, that wouldn't make you a pimp. You wouldn't be a pimp. You couldn't say,
DJ,
because I send this girl outside, I'm a pimp.
What did you attach this show to? What is that attached to a show? Or you just wanted to call in about the pimp shit?
He was just
okay. You defend the pimp.
He just wanted to be he was defending pimp.
No, this is like real life, like from pimps. Like if you talk to them, like they will tell you these things. Like if you're not following the rules and regulations of the game, like you're not a pimp. Like
why would I listen to?
Okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you tonight to go to on Prime, Amazon Prime, and watch Iceberg Slim.
Okay,
and then
Speedy, have you
just watch it.
American Pimp?
I saw that. I'm just, bruh.
Yeah,
I said I saw that.
That's like late. That's like early.
Everybody
2000s.
saw that.
Okay, I asked the question. Why y'all get so hot?
Yeah, that's like early 2000s. American Pimp.
All I'm saying, bruh, I want you to watch Iceberg Slim.
Speedy, look, I'm gonna be in Cali. I'm gonna be out there Friday.
Impossible.
Can we do a show? Can I come through?
Absolutely.
Yes, nigga.
And
Absolutely.
we can talk about this I want to talk about this on Friday.
On Friday.
Yeah.
Don't play. Are you bringing the Hellcat?
Yeah. I'm gonna drive the Hellcat.
All right, so I'm gonna make sure you have a parking spot in the back. We're gonna give you a nice little parking spot.
Please do that because I cannot park my shit on the street.
No, we ain't gonna let you park on the street.
But,
I'll park my test on the street.
But look, Speed, can it be a late show though? Because I gotta go to a funeral that morning. So can it be something late, like the late show, not nighttime, but like afternoon?
Yeah.
We
can start a little later on Friday.
We'll start a little late.
Yeah, give me like 2, 3 o'clock, man. I'll be
Done
there,
deal.
man.
Done deal.
All right, for sure, DJ.
Look,
we got you.
Okay. Wait, what you say, Nick?
I said we got you for sure. We're gonna lock you in.
I'm gonna hit you up on the IG. But look, I wanted to speak on a writing thing, with the shows and stuff.
Oh, yeah, he went through.
I think the problem with as a consumer, and this is like I said last time, this is the kind of thing that makes me want to write and shoot my own
Don't
stuff.
do it.
No, shoot yourself.
As a consumer, I feel like stories are not being told right. And some of it, like, a lot of stuff that gets put out, like, it's corny. Like, I'm not talking about nobody particular, but I'm like, a lot of stuff would just be like, like, it'd be some me. Like, what show right now could you watch and be like, just holding your stomach laughing?
Right.
Like, nothing is out like that, and nothing is, like, real. Like like you got different type of black people. You got the hood stuff. You got black people are regular people, but it's like still these shows is kind of like not connecting, and that's why a lot of people kind of group towards that Mike Epps show, and that's why a lot of people is gravitating towards this Miss Pat show. Think about it. That show is on BET Plus. I don't know nobody that got BET Plus, but a lot of black people know about this show, and it's going viral on social media because they in there talking real shit, and they cussing like a motherfucker like people do, and it just feels more real, and it's not corny, you know?
I'm gonna check it out today, DJ. I've never seen it.
Yeah,
well, I don't have cool, BET Plus, so.
But even though the Mike Epps show, that was on Netflix, they was on there cussing and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how he got that done.
Hey, Mike Epps.
Well, DJ,
you just said on Netflix it was only certain cut. Y'all can only say 2 shits, and they on there saying 15.
I know. So that was the note we got. So they got a totally different note. But again, but also, I think they wanted to make them the opposite of what Jamie's show was doing.
Yeah, but even Speedy, with y'all having Fox and y'all having writing authority, y'all still was held back, right?
Yeah. We can only do so much
because, and here's the reason, like what y'all wanted to do.
Yeah, and here's the reason why. Because had we did the other 2 seasons, I would have got moved up to executive producer, which gives you more power and more voice on how the script is written. As just a staff writer, you write it, and then the person above you make the correct changes, or they go, we're going a different direction, so we're going to make this character do this, that, and the other. So they'll still change it.
So you know what that tells me, DJ?
You need to be executive producer.
There's an agenda.
Absolutely. But it's their shit. You can't tell them how to do their shit.
No, but I said that to say how you were mentioning that, you know, when you look on TV today, there's nothing that, you know, it's just that funny or that you can just grab onto. But in all honesty, I think it's done that way on purpose. Mm-hmm. Like, I meet so many creative people every single day, right? Especially living in Los Angeles. There's a billion actors out here. There's a billion directors. So at some point, you got to ask the question and go, well, what's the problem then? If all these people can act and all these people can write and we got all these producers, how come nothing's getting written and nothing's getting produced?
Because they only let the
because right. No, that's not why. Because the people have the industry monopolized. For example, you have to get a movie greenlit in order to get in theaters. Mm-hmm. It has to be approved. Mm-hmm. So what do you what do you have to approve?
And before you get it approved, they want to know who you have attached to it. And so when I say attached, they want it in, like, no black actor is going to say, "Oh, write their name and say I'm going to be attached to your project." Because what happens is, if you're attached to a project, then you can't do something else. So they go, well, I can't be attached to it, but, you know, if you get the funding, which you can't get the funding till you find somebody to attach to your project.
But look, Speedy, like, we got to understand, it's their money. Of course, they're not going to put their money behind something that they don't know about. They don't know about this black culture. They don't know about what's not and what's not.
DJ, that's the thing we got to get out of. It's not about money.
Mm-mm.
It is.
It's not, bro. Why do you? Why, I don't.
But if you put your own money up, you won't have to deal with that, correct?
DJ, it's not. No, you still would, because they don't care. You're gonna have to get the movie greenlit to get it put in theaters, which means you have to send your film off, and then another group of people have to approve the message in your film.
So I couldn't pay money.
No,
I couldn't pay the price to have my money put in theaters.
No, so for example, what was the movie? Nate, what you call it? Did
Nate Parker.
Nate Parker.
Not 12 years.
The Nat Turner movie.
Okay.
Right. So for example, even though he put his money up to film the movie, right, he had to go sell the movie in order to get it into theaters. So he had to take the film, take it to a little showcase. Somebody bought it for, I think, $17, $18 million. Then they were able to put it in the theaters because they was not going to allow him to do it.
Because that's not how the system is set up.
So say if I'm
the more money.
No, it's not about the money, bro. It's about the relationships. They're not going to let Nate listen. They're not going to let Nate Parker do that, because that establishes now background for other blacks to say, you know what, we don't need these people. We could just film our own movies. Now, if you take that away from him, you have no blueprint to do it yourself.
But if he went to an app, or he went out the trunk,
he wouldn't have gotten. He could have made some money. He wouldn't have made theater money. The money comes in when it goes to the theaters and then go overseas. You know why? You know why when we do an all black cast? For those who don't know,
They don't send those movies overseas. You know why? Because they don't watch them overseas. And the studios don't really get behind them because they want to make the money overseas. Why? Because that helped them buy yachts and boats and keep the kids in private school. When you can send a movie overseas and it makes that more money, that's when they love it. They want a mixed cast, or they want maybe one or two black people. But I'll give you a perfect example. There was a movie that had Faison Love in it. He was one of the stars in the movie. When they sent the picture of the box overseas, he wasn't on the box.
Not at all. He sued him.
Yeah, he wasn't on the box because they want to make that overseas money.
But just like Nate Parker, right? So I don't even think there's nothing wrong with that. So what Nate Parker did was he went to basketball players, he went to celebrities, and he got funding from them. That's
to do the movie.
Shot the movie.
Yeah, but that's to do the movie,
that's
but
not
to put
about.
it into the theater.
You gotta
that's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's a whole nother budget.
Yeah, that's theater. It's like you got to at least get to really be a hit. It has to be in 15,000 or 1,500 theaters around the United States. 1,500. That's all you need to be in to become a hit. Normally, it's about 3,000 theaters you're trying to get into, and then so when you get, let's say you get 3,000 theaters that first week. If your numbers go down, going into the second week, you get cut in half. How many theaters you're going to be in? So you go down to 15,000, and then it goes down and down and down.
I mean, that stuff is not cheap. You know, I've seen how they built DreamWorks Studios. They put up like $100 million, and then they got another $500 million, and they was well over $1 billion. And they still almost went bankrupt like 3 times before selling it for like $1.6 billion. But it's a lot of money.
But you know who wasn't going bankrupt? The people that were involved, because they were getting that money.
Right.
They just weren't doing right projects.
Movies, but those people already had money. Those people were already billionaires. Steven Spielberg, David Geffen.
They always want more.
Free
call though.
Hey,
Friday, DJ. You here Friday?
I'm still talking.
Hilarious.
That's the problem.
But no, I was just gonna say, they still have other avenues. We still got other avenues. Black people with apps. Dame Dash got an app.
Bruh, come on, man, stop. And sometimes you gotta know who you're attaching yourself to.
See y'all Friday, man.
All right,
hopefully y'all don't flake on me.
Shout out to Dame Dash, man. Do you?
Yeah, Dame Dash ain't got the best reputation in the black business.
You have to be careful who you attach yourself to. And again, I get DJ. He wants to throw money at everything for some reason. I don't know why he thinks throwing money at everything makes it.
Well, I think that's the what they call it, the carrot and the stick. I think money itself, right? You can read this in the scriptures, y'all. It tells you not to focus on these things. It's the carrot. You know what I'm saying? They just dangling the carrot in front of you to get you going. Because you ever ask black people? This is how I know. I always ask black people this. Man, I'm trying to get a meal. I'm just trying to get $1 million. You know, I need to. Man, if I had Bill Gates' money, you know what I ask him? What would you do with it? If I, you know who asked me that? Jamie asked me that though. And it was a real question. But you ask a black person. If I cut you a check right now for $1 million,
what you gonna do?
What are you gonna take the money and do?
To the mall.
You know what they finna do?
Mall.
Go to the mall. Yeah. Go get a car. You know what? That's why God ain't finna give it to you. Cause you just finna go trick it off. Thinking I can do better with this.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? What you gonna trick off?
What's up, everybody?
Burn! What up?
I went back old school for this one. I went and I watched Blood In, Blood Out.
Love that movie.
Great movie.
And I said to myself, and I watched it, and I go, this is a depressing-ass movie.
Oh, of course.
And people go, well, what you mean by that? And I'm like, if you pay attention, that white boy, he was not loved by really anybody.
Because he was white. And he was
because he was mixed. That's number one. Number two, he tried so hard to fit in, he ain't never getting out of prison. Even though I'm acting like, even though we talking like this is a real story, but still, that boy ain't never getting out of jail, ever.
Right. That was a good movie, though, Vern.
It was.
It showed a side that we never saw before because
he went to prison. He went to jail twice, and then he went to prison. As soon as he got to prison, he ain't never getting out.
See, why they got to show another black gay dude?
Because they just do that. So just so you know, here in California, because everything is separated, especially when you go to jail. But there are white dudes
who. You know why that is?
Because that's just the way it is. But hold on, let me finish. There are white dudes who grow up in black neighborhoods. They grow up in Latino neighborhoods. We're more to go, okay, he cool. most Latinos and most other races, when you get in those situations, they go, hell no, because he's not this, that, and the other.
Yeah, black people are the only people that go.
We're the more receptive.
Let's get along. Yeah. Everybody else don't play that game.
Eminem could come hang out with us because we go, oh, he cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but Eminem couldn't go hang out with the Aryan Nation if he was hanging out with brothers. He couldn't.
And I feel him on that. Eminem stay over there.
No. He's not black. He's I don't know what his name nationality is, but he's not black.
Who's that?
The guy that tried to take it from him.
Right here? He's Latino.
Yeah.
He's Puerto Rican. He's from New York.
That's a Latino man.
Yeah, he's Latino.
I forgot his nationality, but he's Latino.
He's Latino.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican.
And he's trying to show him the ropes and tell him that he was like, no, nigga.
That was a good movie. It was a really good movie.
He was like, I'm Mexican and I'm this and like, no, you're a white boy. Go sit your ass down somewhere.
They were pretty much on
and
point.
And all the shit he had to do to get along, all the shit he had to do to feel like he fit in. It was so bad. And the saddest movie I've seen, even though most people don't agree with me, is Snow.
Snow, what's that?
No, I mean Blow. I'm sorry.
Oh, Blow, yeah, Blow. Blow's good.
Which one's Blow?
With Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. That is one of the most depressing
about
movies
the door.
I have ever seen in my life.
What was Blow about, Vern? I forget what that was based on.
It was about Johnny Depp. He was a big time dope dealer.
Yeah, but it was based off of something that actually happened.
Was he flying the cocaine back and forth?
The guy himself. The guy was a big time. I mean,
it was based off a real person. Like the dude was like the dude who got the club. What was the club popping in the 70s?
He couldn't even know what to do
51,
with.
Area 51. What was
Studio 54.
Still 50. He was about to. I think the dude who got all the cocaine and all that stuff popping in that era.
Then the worst part about it is that why is it every time somebody say, "Hey, one last run."
You know why, Vernon? Because that's real life, though.
That's real. Yeah. Somebody always says, "I'm gonna do it one more time."
That's real life.
Every time they say one more time, that's the last time they ever do some shit.
I'm surprised somebody has a rotor script where they don't say that, or if they say, "Nigga, this my," and they actually get out of it.
Because I listen to that voice in my head.
He's been in the game forever, however long. You went to jail, you got out. They say, hey, man, your daughter, your whoever, say, look, I ain't dealing with this bullshit no more. You can't do this shit. Leave that shit alone. You're doing good for, it's always about 6 months out of the game. They doing good. Then somebody comes in with a sweet deal, and they can't resist.
Facts.
Well, have you ever watched the movie Heat?
Yep.
We talked about this on the show where...
that was
where Robert De Niro's character in the beginning, he says, "No, you're never going to catch me because I'm not attached to anything." And then what happens? He meet a girl and he can't leave, and he gets caught. Which I just want sometime. How about he really didn't get attached to the white girl and he did leave her, just upped and bounced.
Should have shot her.
Wow.
It's a couple. It was a movie like that a long
Which
time
one?
ago where the guy. He was trying to do something.
Is this
I think he was trying to become a leader or something in a gang or something. I can't remember the name of the movie. And he met this girl, and she was trying to, get him to do something different. And before the movie was over, he killed her. And was like, this is what I'm doing. There's nothing on this planet that's going to stop me from doing what I'm doing. You're not going to make me soft. And he killed her.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
you got. And he went on. And
find out what that is.
I can't think of the name
Vernon,
of that movie.
find out what movie that is and hit us back.
Yeah, let us know, Vern. I want to see that.
I want to see that.
Thanks, Vern. Oh, dang it, Vern. I want to ask you if you watched Clickbait. So, did you watch Clickbait?
I started watching number 2 and fell asleep.
All right, so I watched the whole thing.
Okay,
it's only 8 episodes.
All right,
so I watched the whole thing.
Is it good or not?
It's good because you can't figure out what happens. Which is, I always appreciate it in films. Like in any show, if I can't figure it out, I'll watch it. Because now I got something to hold on to.
If I figure it out in the middle of your shit, I'm done. I don't watch it.
I don't respect your writing, none of that. So they did enough twists and turns, you're not going to figure it out.
Okay.
The only thing I did not like, and this I'll show you how much a stickler I am. They didn't have, it was white people, so it's not gay characters in white shows for some reason, which is really strange, but whatever. The only thing I didn't like is at the very end, they're arresting a lady, okay? And So they're
Not
chasing.
giving anything away because
I'm not saying who lady is and that. So they're just arresting someone, right? But anyways, they go through the whole process. But protocol for any arrest is I'll pull the gun on you, freeze. Now, once I tell you put your hands up, I'm check if you ain't armed. But once I tell you to get on your knees and put your hands behind your head or something, what does that mean?
Handcuffs.
Automatically.
Yeah.
That's what any maybe because I'm black and that's our reality. so I see your handcuffs. Or I see you going on the knees, hands up. Okay, cool. The next scene, she runs and grabs somebody.
Huh?
So I was like, wait a minute, nigga. Wait a minute. In reality, when the cops pull guns on you,
oh, so she got away from them?
No, she was still with the police, but something happened where she just reacted to it, and they needed the scene to be dramatic. So they need her to run up and like grab the person and hold them. In order for to make it, dramatic. So I understood that part. But I was like, that was the only thing. So I was like, bro, in no world do cops pull guns on people, put you on your knees, and then just walk with you to the other crime scene. Like that's never. So that was the
handcuffs going to the crime scene.
That was the only part I did not understand.
Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from? And did you have handcuffs?
Definitely.
Hey, it's Nakia from
Definitely.
Where else would you be from?
What up, Nakia?
Well, I know a couple of Nakias from everywhere.
Okay.
Well, it's a black name. But anyway.
That's racist.
Actually, Speedy, it's not a black name.
Was it Polynesian?
Well, okay, so here it is. So, for females, yes, it's a black name.
Thank you.
But for males,
it's Hawaiian.
It's also it's a Native American, and I think it's also African American.
So it's some dudes named Nakia. It's some dudes named Nakia.
Nigga, it was a whole book and movie and TV show named Nakia.
What TV show?
That's like a Pixar film.
The TV show was named Nakia.
I don't know that show.
Oh. That's because your ass is old.
Why did you call?
Oh, that was a karate show. She was Asian.
No, that was not a karate show. It was a show about a Native American chief that was also the police chief.
Mm.
Let me look this shit up.
And his name is Nakia.
I got Google.
And his name is Nakia.
Yes, his name is
Fuck
Nakia.
out of here.
That's how it was in the 70s, and that's how a lot of people came up with the name Nakia.
Where'd your mama get the name?
A lot of them born in the 70s are named either after that show or because like with me, my auntie had a friend who named her daughter Nakia, and she liked it, so she named me Nakia.
All right, Nakia, go right ahead. What did you call about?
Well, I was calling to say hi and tell you what I'm watching.
What you watching, girl?
I'm actually catching up on Power Book 3, Kanan.
Yeah, I got to finish. I stopped at, not stopped, but I just haven't watched the other ones. I recorded them. So I got to keep watching. I already said I thought the first two, it was just fantastic writing, just great writing.
Great writing. I'm really loving the mom. She is like hella cool.
She gangster as fuck.
So,
she's so gangster.
Yeah, and then and also there's a white dude by the name of the kid who's a singer. I don't know who the fuck he is.
Yeah, we don't care about him. Now, are you gonna watch the Black Mafia family?
What is that?
That's another one of 50 Cent's shows. It's about to drop.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna watch. I didn't watch the first book of After Power, was the one about the kid. I don't like his ass, so I didn't want to watch it. This one, everybody kept telling me how good this one is, so I started watching it this morning. I think I'm on episode 3 now.
I wonder if he really caught some flack, because some people take the characters and they go, that's how the person really is. Like, I didn't like his character. I thought he should have got killed in the first episode. That was just me. The minute he talked back to his daddy, I thought he should have shot him. I wonder if he got any flack from that character.
Most likely so.
Because he hasn't done anything else. He hasn't done it. It seemed like he would have already been involved. He might be. It just hasn't aired. But it seemed like he would already be involved with another show.
I think he was so banking on the book 2 working well and everything that he probably didn't work on anything else.
Mm. Yeah, so 50 has another show called The Black Mafia Family, based out of Detroit.
Oh, BMF. Okay, I see it now.
Based on Big Meech.
I see it now.
Yeah.
I think the dopest thing about this is his son is playing his dad, which I think is dope.
Really?
50 son?
No. So Big Meech's son.
Oh.
He's actually playing him.
Snoop is in it.
So I think that's pretty dope. You know what I mean? So that's it's gonna be authentic. You know what I'm saying? Because you tell your son stuff you wouldn't tell a regular actor.
And he could be able to, and that's another thing that somebody who's in that could go, no, that wouldn't have happened.
Right.
And that's another part of writing and having a good writing team is that you have people and you trust the people around you to go, okay, they're going to give you the right information. When Jamie did the Tookie Williams story, and they, believe it or not, they shot that in Toronto. So I'm in Toronto with them. And they were doing the jailhouse scene. And they had all the races mixed. And I had to tell the director. The director was the dude from Coming to America that says, oh, that's him, when he's coming out the bathroom. Right. So I had to tell him, I said, no, in the prison system in California, they don't all be together. They would be on separate tiers. Like you would have all the blacks on one tier, Latinos on another tier, and so forth, so on. So he had to go back and change that because he didn't know that because he didn't grow up in Los Angeles. So those are just certain things about when you're writing.
But is that all jails in California?
Yeah.
Yes, they're all they're the Latinos, and in other words, they're not mingling together.
Yes, everything is race out here.
It's not what is it called? It's not integrated.
Hell no.
You get killed out here.
No, all the Latinos are on, and if you're in a gang, then your gang is wherever you in that, or wherever hood you from. If you a Crip, you on the block with all the Crips.
I ain't visited my brother, my stepbrother.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Fox actually did a really good job on that movie on Tookie Williams. I remember Tookie he used to always come to the concerts and take his shirt off and had overalls on, but he had a whole bunch of little dudes. The reason why they had to get Tookie off the streets because he was able to tell people what to do and they did it.
Right. Had nothing to do with gangbanging.
He was able to. If he said it, they did it with no hesitation.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right, and then right after Tookie died, they started the gang war between A-Trays and 60s, if I'm not mistaken. I think that goes back to like the 80s, or no, Hoover or the A-Tray. Oh yeah, A-Trays and 60s started right after that. Which if you ask anybody who was around that time, they all think it was a setup. Because the person who started the gang war had only been a part of the rival gang for a day.
Oh, wow.
And, back then, it wasn't common to use gun violence. That was something very extreme. So they was like, because everybody grew up together. So they was like, even when they had that conflict, it was a bunch of friends having a conflict. The only outsider was the one dude that they had joined. Nobody really knew him. And he's the one that killed the other guy and started a complete gang war. It's been going on for 30 years now. So a lot of people that were involved in that time thinks that was a government setup.
And what else you watching, Nakia? Don't ever answer me like that.
You did a verse.
Don't ever answer me like that, Nakia.
Did you watch?
That's basically it.
Did you finish watching Clickbait?
Yeah, I watched Clickbait in like 24 hours.
What did you think at the end, Nakia?
It was something I wasn't fucking expecting, but I loved it.
Nakia, wait a minute. Didn't it trip you out when the lady hugged her dude? How she ain't handcuffed?
Yes.
You talk about white privilege, boy. I said, boy, I ain't never seen this kind of white privilege.
I say it all the time now when white people get pulled over.
Right now, I gotta go. I know it's 2:30 already. I'll holler.
All right. And then, all right.
We were riding our bike.
I can't tell you about the show. Damn.
Oh, my bad.
All right, go tell me what you're
I'm watching. I was riding my bike yesterday. We rode for 15 miles. That's what I do. And it was a white dude sitting on the ground, and the police were talking to him. But he was, being very boisterous. He was a little loud. And I'm like, he ain't in cuffs yet? Yeah. He was just sitting on the ground. Yeah. He wasn't in cuffs.
Listen, man.
I said, nigga, this that new shit.
Somebody told me a wise thing about police officers. Don't talk to them. That's why listen, man, I don't talk to cops. I say whatever I got to say, and then I'm not going to volunteer no information. I don't know nothing. I don't know my name.
Now, one of my favorite shows, since everybody talk about typical shit, is Kingdom Come, or Animal Kingdom.
I still haven't watched it.
And it's the white dudes. So it was a scene in this yesterday, and a Sunday, because it airs Sunday. I just watched it yesterday. Where he gets high, where one of the brothers get high as hell. He's on a motorcycle, Nick, and he pulls up to the light, and a motorcycle cop pulls on the side of him. He gives him the finger and take off, and he actually gets away. I said, shit.
But that's not a crime.
To give the cop a finger and run the red light? Yeah.
Well, I mean, run the red light. Yeah.
You ran the red light.
Just flipping cops off ain't no crime. Well, if you black is a crime. You know
now, again, the show is good. I think the writing's slipping a little bit because they're getting away with shit. You go, like, they robbed this one brother who had a brother owned a skate park. He had a skate park, and he was doing other shit. And they took his safe, and he has yet to come back. Like, his character was like, yo, don't fuck with me. This my shit.
Right.
They take his safe because they needed something in his safe. They get away, and the character never comes back. He has yet to come back. He's one of those kind of characters, to be like, show up at your house like, yeah, motherfucker, you thought I wouldn't never find you? That's how the character was portrayed, but that's not how it happened. So,
yeah, I've never.
It's actually a really good show, but now they go back and forth when the white lady, she's dead now. The grandson shot her in the head.
I'm assuming that's the grandson, that white dude?
No, he's the son. He's kind of crazy.
He's a pretty good actor.
Yeah, he's crazy as cat shit on this show.
Yeah, that white dude's a pretty good actor.
Yeah. And then she has 3 other sons. They killed him. He got killed in the second season. They killed him. I think he was a brother or a cousin or something. I forgot who he was. But it's actually a really good show.
Oh, dang. I just seen another movie last night that was good as heck.
What?
What's the dude that played Born Identity after the one white dude?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
What's his name?
I don't know his name, but.
So he plays in a movie where this girl basically gets killed in, like, Wyoming. So he's a hunter. He's like so they live in this very small town in Wyoming, right?
Uh-huh.
Where it's like the coldest place in the States. Like, it's freezing. There's nothing to do, but it's out in the middle of nowhere.
I think I saw the trailer for that.
So the guy is like a tracker. He's an animal tracker. Okay. So people hire him to, like, if they have like a little farm, they hire him to, like, go track the coyotes down or something like that. Or if they have mountain lions killing their animals, they hire him to go track the mountain lions. That's his job. So this young lady gets killed in the middle of, like, the middle of the snow.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to imagine, and she's 6 miles from anything, and it's below 0.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the story kind of picks up at, and that's the whole mystery. Is like, okay, how does somebody run barefoot 6 miles in something that most people would have died in the first 600 feet? You know, so
okay. I'm trying to pull up my man that played the other Bourne. Which Bourne was it? Not Bourne Identity.
Not Bourne Identity.
Not Jason Bourne. Legend. It was Legend. Jeremy.
Yeah.
And so you go to Jeremy, and then you hit that, and then you pull up all the movies he's done.
Yeah,
what was the name of the movie? Oh, you don't know.
It's the latest movies he's done.
Is it called The Hurt?
2015.
Or 2000?
It should be like 2015.
2017. It's called Wind River.
Yep, Wind River. I'm finna pull it right now, y'all. If y'all get a chance to watch this movie,
it's good.
Yeah.
Really?
And I'm gonna tell you why it's good, because I didn't start watching it till late. And you know, if a movie bad, you will go to sleep. I actually stayed up and watched this whole movie. That's how I knew it was good. I was like, oh, this gotta be a good movie, because I'm actually watching this at like 1:30 in the morning. Yeah. So this, as you can see right here, starts off. The young lady, she's running in the middle of the snow.
But you don't know why at the time.
You don't know why. That's how it opens up.
Okay.
So then the dude breaks down throughout the film, like the effects of the snow, and that it's almost impossible for somebody to run this far and all this kind of stuff. It's a good movie. I couldn't figure out what happened until they showed what happened. So it's a good little film.
Now, I tried to...
Kind of got a Revenant vibe to it, but it's a good film.
All right, so I'm going to check that out. So last week, someone told me to watch Rock and Rolla with Gerard Butler. Idris Elba is in it. And it was actually it's very slow. If you're going to watch it, and it's a British movie, it's very, very slow. And action, and they do a lot of talking, leading you into different scenes. Because that's how Guy Ritchie does his movies. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? And welcome. Take that L.
What up?
You watching Wu-Tang?
The documentary on them on I think it was on Prime.
I can't hear you, Speedy. You cut out.
I said I think the documentary, whatever it's called, is better because it tells you exactly. I think the TV show is good because everybody's they got billboards everywhere, so it's doing well on that tip.
Yeah, it's doing good so far, and I just started watching. People were talking about You. I started watching it on Netflix. I'm like 3 episodes in. It's pretty good. You'll like that one, Speedy.
You? What is that about?
Yeah. it's without giving it away. Like I'm just three episodes in, so it kind of has that Dexter vibe.
Oh, okay, yeah. I did see the trailer for that.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's so far.
But, and good. I think they did that because Dexter is coming back.
Yeah, it's all right so far.
The guy looks like Dexter.
The guy, yeah, he does.
He looks like the same actor.
Yeah, he does. I said that too.
Wait, so the only thing I didn't like on Dexter was
when he started liking his sister. Like when that started happening, I could not vibe with that.
Which is creepy because they're actually married in real life.
Yeah, but
that's even more creepy.
But you know what I could appreciate about it is this: that's some white people stuff.
Yeah.
So I gotta respect that part.
There you go.
Like they put some real elements in there, and that's white people stuff. Because I was like, I'm not watching this.
I just thought Dexter is so good of a show, and I never knew why it stopped. But
I thought the concept a serial killer hunting serial killers.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, I can't get much better than that.
And here's a good part about that. When you're watching it, you're gonna root for the dude to kill the serial killer more than knowing what he does.
Even though now that I'm saying this out loud, I doubt you've ever seen this show. You ever seen a TV show called Castle?
Castle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen it.
Oh, look at you. Got a little culture in your life.
Bro, that's what I said. I watch everything.
Yeah. So look, most black people would never watch the show Castle. Castle is a really good show. But essentially, it's kind of like Dexter. Like, it's a show about a mystery crime writer helping to solve mystery crimes.
Hilarious.
Yeah, with the police.
Right. So it's kind of the same concept as Dexter. So it's a good show, though.
Dude is helping. His name is Castle.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you. Yeah.
It's a good show, though. I got sick or something like that.
I'll never watch that.
So I watched it.
Yeah, bro, I watch everything, bro.
No, you don't.
All right, I can respect your TV palette, man.
What the hell is that? My TV game is strong, man. I watch it all, bro.
I can respect your TV. I can respect your palette,
okay.
Man.
So did you watch Rock and Roller? Have you seen that movie?
Have I seen who?
That movie, Rock and Roller.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, with Idris Elba. It's actually
Rock and Roller?
Yeah, Roller.
Rock and Roll. What is it about?
It's a Guy Ritchie movie, and you know who that is, the director. So it goes by the people in the movie a little bit more than it probably should be, but it has to help you get along to what it's about. But it's a British movie, so it's kind of I couldn't tell you exactly what it's about.
It sounds familiar, but I don't recall the movie though.
Yeah, my man from 300, Gerard Butler is the lead.
When did they come out?
2017.
Okay, yeah, I think I saw that with Speedy.
Okay.
Look at you. All right.
I think I saw that.
I don't believe you, but okay.
All right. Yeah.
Nick believes you. Nick believes you.
Well,
I watched everything. Have y'all seen? I know we talked about it before. Never mind. I forgot the name of the damn show. This another.
All right.
What do y'all think about the reboot they're doing for Fresh Prince?
Yeah, I saw who the characters were. I've never seen, which I want to make sure I get this. I say this. It's dope that they're using other actors. For some reason in when they cast for us, we use the same people.
Oh yeah, they recycle.
We never go outside and find new people. So I thought that was dope. Do they look like the people from what we know? No, none of them. No, they don't look like it at all. Maybe it's just their headshots are too rough. And like Carlton character, he looked like he about to go. He like a gang member, but you know.
But see, you know what though? What's different about it with people that not looking at, because people are looking at the comedy aspect of the Fresh Prince, but with this being a drama, it's gonna be a little bit.
Oh, is that what it is? It's not. So it's not a comedy show.
No, it's gonna be a drama. It's gonna be drama.
Maybe it's about a young man that moves to Beverly Hills. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's still the same whole concept, still the same characters and everything. It's just a drama.
Take your time.
Yeah, it's not. It's just a serious drama.
I'm gonna check it out though. Are you gonna watch it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm watching. It's gonna be interesting. You got a lot of people that complain about it, saying, "Oh, you can't replace, the Fresh Prince. You can't really do it," but they're not doing it the same way. So.
And now it makes sense to me now because again, when I'm looking at everyone's headshot, nobody had a cheerful face. I'm like, what kind of comedy is this? But if you're saying we're going from the other side of it, from why he had to leave Philly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And which we knew.
They actually have a trailer, Speedy.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
They shot back in 2019.
Oh wow, I'm looking at the trailer now.
Time for a change.
Yeah.
You're going to Bel Air.
Now, what do you think about the reboot for the other show that was white? Now it's black.
Out of all places.
The Wonder Years.
It's a second.
The Wonder Years. It's going to be interesting to see how they pull that off. You know, again, that's one of them shows where you probably could plug in, you know, different races and make it work. But it just depends on how they're going to write it.
Well, Don Cheadle is doing the voiceover, and I forgot who's the executive producer, but they do have a black executive producer, and the kid that played the original kid is the executive producer. So I thought that was dope. A lot of people I heard was like, well, how can you do the Wonder Years as black? I said, why not? Why can't you do one? Because we grew up just like
it's one of them shows where you can plug them in, you know?
Yeah, because Wonder Years could have been any year. Could have been a Japanese. Could be because it's just a kid who's growing up in his neighborhood and what goes on in his house. What channel is this? Is the Fresh Prince supposed to be on?
Was I haven't said anything because they just did the casting and everything, so they haven't really said, you know, how far they're going as far as what they're going to do.
This looks really good, man.
Yeah, it looks dope.
This looks really good.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? It's a whole different piece, but a lot of people are already complaining, you know?
Because I was thinking it was going to be like I thought they were doing the Fresh Prince over. I didn't know they were doing a drama. Fresh Prince.
They're just doing the concept. Basically, a kid from Philly gets into stuff, doesn't have a dad, moves to the suburbs,
and has to, which is totally different.
Yeah, you see, like when they was shooting basketball, you know, the whole thing.
Yeah, because in Philly, in Philly, any little thing will start a fight, and the ball hitting somebody in the face. Yep, that's gonna start it.
Yep. So I'm interested to see how it's going to be, man. It looks pretty good.
Let's check. Make sure we watch it, man, so to get some ratings.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, dog.
All right, thanks, L. Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch this. This looks good, actually. And I think the concept is good.
I just like the fact they used other actors instead of the ones.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody I've seen on this thing so far. I haven't seen any of these people in
like,
the previous films.
For those, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, in white Hollywood, they have a thing, they go, who's the new top 10 new people coming into the business, and they're always white. For us, we recycle the same people all the time, and nothing's wrong with that. But there are other actors, like Nick said, there's a billion black actors out here.
Yeah,
he's trying to be.
I just never.
They never get a chance.
So yeah. Okay.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? You want a chance?
Isn't it the fact that they recycle the same people because they want to make money?
No, because sometimes those the people that's in charge, they feel safe with that person, or they feel like they can get their money back.
Speedy.
Yeah, Vernon, like
go with somebody that you know, they're gonna say, "Oh, okay," but they're bankable, so we can use them and we can use the same people. We're not gonna throw our money out there to see if these new people can make money.
But here's the thing, Vern. They do that with the white movies.
But
Vernon, all the time with white people.
But Vernon, look, I don't.
They usually be their relatives.
But look, but Vernon, I don't think it's so much of a racist thing, right? I think it's a culture thing. Mm-hmm. So I think that
I'm not saying it's racist either.
Right.
I agree with you 100% on that.
I think if I'm a investor, I'm a white investor, right, and I'm investing into a movie. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter who the stars in this movie is. I can look at a white film and relate to it. Mm-hmm. And be like, oh, okay, I can relate to this. This is going to work. Mm-hmm. I know enough people that's going to get this concept. And then, so if I put Brad Pitt, I put these people, it works. Mm-hmm. If I go and try to pitch you a black comedy, you don't even understand. Like, imagine pitching a White Person Friday. Yeah. It's two dudes smoking weed.
On the porch.
On the porch.
And shit that happened in front of him.
And then one dude skips on the drug dealer. He tried to kill him, and at the end, he got to fight the neighborhood bully. White people are going to say, why don't you just call the cops?
Yeah. Why is the bully on their block? You mean one at school, right?
Yeah. No. So imagine trying to get that pitch to anybody.
Yeah.
And if you're a black person, you like, oh, that's hilarious.
And one thing that I'll give DJ out there Vegas, that's why sometimes we have to go and shoot our films and then show them the movie. Because if we try to show them the script, it don't work.
Here's the thing with that. I think this is just me. I don't know if this is true or not. But I feel like if you're first starting out and doing films and things, I think you should get a bunch of short films under your belt first, and then move on to feature films instead of just trying to do feature films straight off the bat. Because if you do The short films, if you do like, let's say you do like 10 or 12 short films,
right.
Those you have under your belt, and somebody can say, hey, well, what do you know, have you done anything? And you can say, hey, I've done these.
Solid point, yeah.
And now you have people say, oh, okay, he's done something, he knows a little something, instead of trying to spend all this money and get this money and you ain't did shit. People are quicker to give you money if they think you know what you're doing than they will if you don't know what you're doing.
Right, some kind of track record. I feel you, man.
But I'm not gonna knock the person that's able to come in and not have to go through 10 movies to get a deal.
That's true too. But doesn't it make you look better if you have, let's say, 6 or 7 short feature films, and let's say the first 2 are horrible, which they're probably going to be because you're just learning the business.
Yeah.
And then you finally, let's say you didn't buy the camera, you rented the camera, but you got all the other stuff.
Right.
Now you know who to go to, and now you can say, hey, this is a pretty good director or a pretty good filmmaker. I worked with him, or this guy, he's good on camera. I worked with him. See, that's putting yourself in positions to be powerful and to bring people that you know doing what you want them to do in. But they know your vision just like you. That's just like having writers.
But just like you said, that's how it works in Hollywood. A guy could be in craft service and be like, damn, I want to write movies. And you're working on a set. So you meet one other person that writes, and y'all start writing together. Then you meet a guy who has a camera, but he doesn't write, but he could take good pictures. So you go, cool, we got a camera guy. So we got to get some lighting. We got to get somebody to record her, make sure, because that's one thing people forget about as well.
The guy who did Evil Dead,
yeah,
he said that their budget was shit. He went to a cabin. He went to I think his parents' cabin, and made that movie. And he said all they did was basically they had fun and they just did shit.
What was it called?
Remember the original Evil Dead?
No, I never watched any of those movies.
That movie was horrible, but it was fucking hysterical. That was I can say that's one of the worst horror movies I've ever seen. It's terrible, but it's good at the same time.
Worst horror movie?
Gremlins.
It was a horror movie?
It was supposed to be, right? It wasn't a
Gremlins?
comedy? Yeah, it wasn't.
I don't think it was supposed to be a horror movie.
Was it a thriller?
I would put that
I just think it was a monster.
A horror comedy.
Horror
I've seen a few
comedies
in my day.
Worst.
They weren't supposed to be funny, but they were fucking hysterical.
Worst horror film, Mars Attacks.
I was gonna say Aliens and Cowboys.
But Speedy, I think the first. I think you should try to see.
Oh, K-Dot. No, K-Dot.
What
I don't.
say?
She gonna say Bones with Snoop Dogg. That was tight.
That's pretty bad.
Come on, K. That was tight.
K-Dot, you might got something. That was pretty bad.
Bones was good.
See, hold on.
Bones,
is it bad to the point where we love it?
Is it bad to the bone?
Or is it bad to the point?
I'm gonna go Vampire in Brooklyn.
This shit no more.
I'm gonna go Vampire in Brooklyn.
That was a comedy, though.
No, it wasn't. It was a horror movie.
But Speedy, how many times have you watched Vampire in Brooklyn?
Once. I ain't need to see it no more.
You would not. Is it one of those movies you was like, I ain't never watching
I'm never gonna watch it again. Not even just like Dana called in and said, well, she got sick, she watched everything. No. Like when I was sick, I watched Django again because we went on that. I watched The Departed. Oh, I love The
Departed's good. Departed's good.
Man, when I tell you The Departed,
Wonzer
The Departed is so well written. It's so fucking good. It has so many powerful actors that nobody overpowered anybody. Well, they didn't overpower.
Speedy.
Yeah.
Didn't his ass didn't he get shut up real good at the end?
Got shut up real good. I wasn't mad. Hey, don't move, man. Call back. We're gonna take a quick break because a dude with no mustache is in the building.
Thanks, Vern.
So we're gonna get this motherfucker locked in. Be right.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. It's actually my voice, Speedy. My voice sounds much better.
Nick, why not just turn it up? I don't get that part.
Microphone check up.
Who gives a fuck?
How you gonna argue? Turn the shit all the way up. Can't do that. Decibels. Fuck them decibels.
Man, just leave the wheels down. Why you gotta put them up?
Why you putting them
ride with the wheels down. All right, and a 5 and a 4.
We are back.
I said 5.
nigga.
And a 4 and a 3 and a 2.
We are back. It is Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends, and I be
He be Speedy
up in this
bitch.
in the house, the one, the only
Anthony Wonzer.
knees showing.
It's hot. It's 100 degrees out.
Nigga, it wasn't this morning. See, I got the long sleeve, nigga. I was preparing. But
Yeah, that's the only thing about California is you know it's gonna get crispy a little bit later.
Just like going to Seattle.
Yeah.
That's the kind of
If you ever go to Seattle and they say it's hot, bring your jacket because it's going deep.
It's gonna get cold.
Damn, Nakia.
Who is it?
I'm back, bitches.
That was gay.
What up, Nakia?
Hey. Sorry,
What it do?
I had to take that.
Hey, Nakia, before you say anything,
That's all good.
how is that barbecue sauce? Is it good?
Huh?
How is Brownie's barbecue sauce? Is it really that good?
Hello?
Nakia, can you hear me now?
Nakia got her phone
Hello?
from Radio Shack.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. I said, how is Brownie's barbecue sauce? Is it really good?
Oh my God, the Hennessy one is off the fucking chain.
Is it called Brownie's barbecue sauce?
No, it's called
It's called the final sauce.
Oh, she could.
Got Hennessy in the barbecue
She
sauce?
should have called it Brownie's barbecue sauce. That sounds way better. I would get barbecue sauce from Brownies. Like that was a brand.
It's her sauce. It's her and her sister's sauce.
Does nobody
So
care
is
about
it-
Family recipe.
Is it all in all the stores in Oakland, or is it all around the country now?
She's shipping around the country. There's a few spots in Oakland where the sauce is, but she mainly now has it in her. She has an actual storefront inside her
Hair salon?
beauty salon.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she's not. It's not down here though, is it?
I don't think so, but I know she does ship like around the country.
Okay. Can you ship us some?
Sure, what you want? Cause they got the mango.
Send one of each. Send one of each.
Mango.
Send one of each.
Yeah.
All right, Nick.
Each?
Yeah, hit Nick up to get the address.
Yeah, hit me on the IG, Nakia. I'll send it to you.
All right, what you got? What you got, Nakia?
So you guys were talking about we were talking before I hung up about hating some characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so because we were specifically talking about the little boy from Power. Yeah, everybody hates him.
Yeah.
But I think that's one of the problems with them type casting people, because like the dude who was in Diary of a Mad Black Woman with the bald head, I swear every character he plays I hate.
Wonzer?
No, I know who you talking about too.
Bald head.
Yeah, smooth face dude, brown skin.
Hold on, Diary of
face dude.
What was the movie called again?
Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Is he dark?
Well,
dark
that sound like
skin?
all the movies I
He
know.
plays almost the same characters as the dude who played that in the show Rock.
Yeah.
Charles Dutton.
Charles S. Dutton.
Him and Charles S. Dutton is like the same.
Charles S. Dutton always goes, God damn it!
Yeah, they like in the same.
Yeah,
they in the same
he,
vein. Her and that dude. I forget his name.
So I swear every character he plays, I hate him.
Yeah, I feel you on that part.
I know his name was Rock
And
something.
the same thing was with
His name is Rock something.
the one that plays Pinky on Friday.
Clifton
Before he
Powell.
played Pinky, every character he played. Even
He's like that in real life.
No. Cliff Powell's the coolest dude in the world.
I love Cliff Powell's character.
That's what I'm saying. But even when he played the stuff that he played in the Chitlin Circuit, when he was doing all the gospel plays.
What about when he played
always
Cuddy?
played the villain.
What about when he played Cuddy in Dead President?
I didn't see that president.
What?
Oh, you mean Steve Harris?
I never watched that movie.
Nakia, you never seen Dead Presidents.
What? Hang the phone up.
Yeah, Nakia, we might
Go
have to
watch
hang
it
up
right
on
now.
you.
You ain't
No,
never seen Friday, so shut up.
Nope, we hanging the phone up.
Good point,
You
Nakia.
ain't seen Dead
But
President?
Nakia, you tripping.
You got to hang the phone.
No, I've never
You
seen
can't
Dead
call
President.
back till you see it.
Why not,
Hell
Nakia?
no.
Why?
I'm not going to watch Dead President.
Why not?
Because I'd already seen Set It Off, and I didn't want to see another movie about us robbing folks and then somebody dying.
That's what we do.
That's one of Chris Tucker's best acting movies.
No, it's his
ever.
best acting job he's ever done.
He destroyed it.
And Lorenz Tate.
Yep.
Yeah, he's good in
Everybody.
everything, man.
Everybody.
And what's the bald head dude?
Both being whatever his name, Woodbine. We played the same kind of dude, but it's the soundtrack alone. The soundtrack was so good they did another soundtrack for it.
And they didn't even have another movie.
They didn't even have another movie for it.
Yeah, Nakia, if you need a movie to watch, Dead President.
That's a great movie. I mean, don't get me wrong. Set it off on its own, great. But
I think Dead President is better than Set It Off.
God. Destroy.
They
Come
came out
on,
around
Nakia.
the same time too, right?
Yeah. Trust us. Yeah. Trust us on this.
And it's about some men come back from the war and not having nothing to go back to.
Yeah, they had nothing to go to. And the character that what's gonna play the Cuddy character, he was taking care of his girl while he was gone.
Right.
Well, shit, she ain't got to watch it now.
Yeah.
No, it ain't the movie. That's not the movie. That's not even the movie.
What you calls in it too? What's the man with the guitar? Light skin. Always get beat up in Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard.
Hey man, you ain't talking
look,
about
man.
times,
Look here, man. Look, man. Hey, man.
Nakia.
She hung up, I think.
Damn.
I bet she seen Hustle. You ever seen Hustle and Flow?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's a surprise.
I was surprised they got that old boy didn't win that Academy Award.
I didn't think you would watch Hustle and Flow.
For the rappers.
He had gold teeth in his mouth in that movie, didn't he? They were down south.
Yeah, Memphis.
Yeah.
I think that really put him out there even more. Even though I thought he did a great job in Ray, I thought he did a great job in Dead Presidents. Terrence Howard.
I feel like everybody gets that one movie that encaptures who they are as a person, and I think for him, because he always has that voice, that like kind of whimpering kind of So to play that character, and he swears he's a great musician. Like in real life, he thinks he's a dope musician. So I think for an actor, that tied everything together.
So,
what do you think?
So he was supposed to do.
Stop it.
He was going to come do Foxhole. He's coming into Foxhole. We were like, oh man, Terrence Howard coming to Foxhole, and he had said, people said, well, he only want to talk about his album. Fox like, what album? He had a folk. Was it folks album?
Yeah, folk music,
which is guitar, just banjos and shit. And Fox said, nigga, we ain't finna play that shit on the Foxhole. Nah, man, we want to talk about other stuff. And there's people like, no, Terrence wants to talk about his folk album. And I said, Fox said, why is he doing nigga?
Yeah,
so he didn't do it?
No. Because he only wanted to talk about.
You couldn't have got him there, and then.
This is before Power and all that stuff. Nah. I mean, before, what's it called?
Yeah.
But he still had did Ray, because he had just did Ray with Fox.
So that was awkward.
Caller.
Didn't he get mad because Fox said his shit with cardboard?
Yep.
He could have supported the man's album.
Because Fox talked about it. He's like, Terrence Howard supposed to came on the show and talked about his shit, and they was like, and somebody said they heard it, and they was like, this shit was horrible.
Well, it's just that, and I won't say Fox. It was, we thought we was getting Terrence Howard, and he was going to come, but he said he only wanted his people said he only wanted to talk about the album.
Well, man, just move this shit with cardboard, man.
That's how all them dudes in Chicago. If you don't sound like Terrence Howard from Chicago, then you sound like R. Kelly.
No.
I'm talking about the tone. The tone.
Hey, Vernon, what classic film in black culture have you not seen?
Yeah.
Let me think.
Superman. The one with Richard Pryor.
That is a good point, Wonzer. That is a good point.
Richard Pryor was great in that movie.
No, he was not.
In
Superman with Richard Pryor.
Man, he was great.
He was terrible in that. He was terrible in the movie Toy.
I think that was 4 or 5.
But give me a staple black film that you have not seen.
Nakia has never seen Dead President,
which is incredible that she's never seen that.
Nigga, everybody went to the movies to see that shit.
Let's see, I saw Deuces.
Have you ever? Oh wow, Vernon, you ever seen In Too Deep?
Yep.
I bet your favorite is The Wiz.
Paid in Full?
Yes, and I saw The Wiz as well.
I know you did.
A Bronx Tale?
Yep, saw that.
Coolie High?
Yes.
Lean on Me?
Chicago, you got to see Coolie High.
The thing with Coolie High is I saw it so long ago, I forgot I even saw it.
Hold on.
Yeah, but you from Chicago, you have to watch it.
Have you seen Lean on Me?
Yep.
Possibly me another
You want to die, don't you? Go ahead and jump, boy. Go ahead.
Do it expeditiously.
Soldier Story?
Expeditiously.
Yes.
I don't like how you
Set It Off.
Yes. Did y'all see Ragtime?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
That movie is
The Last Dragon.
Yeah, Last Dragon.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Vern, if anybody asks, you ain't my brother.
Nigga, that's hilarious. What about Blue Street?
Never seen
Got him.
That was
Brian
Hooks,
you never
right?
see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
come on, I'm a real
Chris Rock, right?
Come on.
No.
I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, but that okay.
It was the fat dude.
No. Go back. So
on, man.
that movie put him on the map, and he
Brian
became the lead. He became the faces of movies that go straight to DVD.
Right.
Because he was.
I think, and to some people, they think Mike Epps is the funniest thing in the universe. He's funny in his lane. If he's not in his lane, he's not funny.
Well, I think that's universal for all comic shit.
No, but
ain't too many cats just that funny.
Some comics have range beyond. They have range in everything, and it's just like if he's doing something else, and you go, just like what?
Is that a commercial?
Certain movies that he do, then I go, okay. There's some movies. This shit was horrible. Like Meet the Blacks. That shit was horrible.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, Meet the Blacks is pretty bad.
And I was mad because somebody asked me to watch it with him. I was mad.
Oh, what dude asked you to watch it with him?
There wasn't no dude. Shut up.
Oh, my bad.
But anyway, keep going. What else?
Wonzer said that.
I didn't say that.
Dracula.
What about
mostly all the black exploitation films, which most of them were good.
What about Bones?
Who?
Bones.
Yes, I saw that.
Tales from the Hood.
Loved it. The first one.
What about the Mac? You seem like a dude that would use those lines.
Vernon has really seen a lot of that.
The Mac.
No.
I had to see it. I probably haven't seen it I have to rewatch it again. Because I haven't seen it in so long.
Superfly.
Of course.
Dolomite, the original.
Yes, because the other one was horrible.
Dolomite is my
name. The remake wasn't that bad either because I like how they did 3 generations of the what's name, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Wait, I got
5 on the black hand side.
Oh, that's
no, I haven't seen.
I seen that.
You gotta watch that.
Blank Man.
Like
I will not.
Wait, Vernon.
I haven't seen that either.
You ain't seen Blank Man.
I will not.
No. What's that? Johnny Earl and Paul.
Oh no.
Cornbread Earl.
Cornbread Earl and me.
Come on, man.
Bro, you gotta watch that.
How old was that? 19.
Watch your tone. Like 73.
That's
72.
Right?
Yeah.
When was that movie made?
72 or 73.
They were right out of slavery.
What the fuck?
Hey, all right, thanks. What, Vernon? All right, thanks, Vernon. Call right back. I got a question.
First started getting our own shit together.
Yeah. Not out of slavery, nigga.
All right, Vernon, I'm finna give a top 5 to the chat room. Put yours in there. Listen, y'all, give me top 5 classic black films.
Coming to America.
But no, offbeat. So something that's not so mainstream.
Oh, that's easy.
So give me something that's
5 on the black hand side.
5 on the black hand side.
Claudine.
I never heard of that.
Claudine.
Oh, you pulling some out the bag on them, Pops. We basically doing the top 5 underground black movies.
Fuck. See, what's it? Claudine? Sounder?
Sounder? I've never seen that. You stumped me on that.
Great movie. Sounder. It's about a dog, but black family grows up on a thing and a dog named Sounder. And last but not least, you probably don't have in your mix. I'm going to go, Education of Sonny Carson.
I heard of that.
I've never heard of that.
Come on, man.
I've never heard of that.
Education of Sonny Carson. Oh, my goodness. So we went to see that. So my dad would load us up. We had a van.
Which dad?
Nigga, that's hilarious.
We had a couple of them.
You sure you want to go down this road?
That is.
It was on lockup, nigga.
That is hilarious, Wonzer.
So, Donald Caldwell, my bad. So we had a Volkswagen van with the windows, right? And curtains.
He had one.
With curtains. Mm-hmm. So we go to see this movie, and when the fucking start, nigga, the speaker's in the car. My daddy closed the curtains in the front. We can still hear them fucking. We just can't see it. I said, whatever. But Education of Sonny Carson, I don't know if you can pull it up, Nick. Man, oh man.
Who's in that?
Hold on,
Nobody.
Pops.
Nobody you would know.
Let me list a few, because this is something that people might not,
Maybe I've seen it.
Let me list a few. Cornbread Earl and Me, we said that. And I agree. I don't know a lot of people have seen that movie, but I've seen it.
Great movie.
Frankie and Alice. Have you ever heard? I've never even heard of that.
Never heard
so
that.
I'm just go to the ones I heard. I'm about it.
Nope.
Master P film.
Never seen it.
Is this one for the hood. Y'all not gonna know this one. It's called Thicker Than Water. It's with Fat Joe and Mac 10. If you from the hood,
sounds like a terrible movie.
It is Wonzer. It's horrible. But when I tell you it's so bad that it's a hood classic, when y'all get home tonight, watch Thicker Than Water with Mac 10 and
What
Fat
is it
Joe.
on, nigga? Paperweight?
You gotta Google that. Or hit me for the $5 and I'll send you the link for any show you want to watch. I'll send you the link. Hit me for the $5.
And what's that one?
Learning Tree. The Learning Tree. I've never even heard of that one.
That was a great movie.
So
Really?
Trippin'.
Oh yeah.
Hood
The
classic. Hood classic. Trippin'.
Trippin'? Who's
Trippin'.
in that?
Joe Torre's in it.
Yeah, that was Joe Torre.
That dude, Donald. What's his name? Donald something.
That was Joe's movie after he did the movie with Janet Jackson.
Yeah, if you have not seen Trippin', it came out in '99. With what was that? Mia Campbell. The dude that played Bud from the Cosby Show.
Yeah,
he's in it.
Yeah.
Guy Torry's in it. I'm sorry, not Joe Torry. Guy Torry's in it. Yeah. And Donald Faison.
Is it? Donald Faison. Yeah.
Faison Love?
No. Donald Faison. He was on the show. He was a doctor or something on the show.
Faison.
Yeah. Donald Faison. Didn't have to do to change his name to the singer.
I don't know.
Oh no, Donald Faison. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then we got JD's Revenge.
Great movie. Great. Okay, put that in my top 5. JD's Revenge. So he gets possessed by this pimp who dies, but he died in the 30s.
That's ridiculous.
Pops, you gotta remake this. Come on now.
He gets possessed by a pimp, J.D. Walker, and so he starts changing into J.D. Walker, and his wife is like, "What's wrong with you?" Say, "Look here, bitch." And J.D. could work a straight razor.
Is it a comedy?
No.
Pops, we gotta rewrite this. Come
it's
on.
not a comedy,
but we gotta make it a comedy. You know how funny this would be if a dude get possessed by the spirit of a pimp in 2022. With all the women rights and Me Too movement?
Write that down. All right. So J.D. Walker's revenge, because he kills the people who killed him. Mm-hmm. These people killed him. The spirit comes back and goes into the character, and it's really good.
That sounds like the movie Ghost.
Something like that.
But
it's the black version.
It's the pimp version. It's the pimp version.
The black version.
The dude, from Scrubs. Yep, that guy. Another movie, you got to be a basketball head to know this movie. Even it's a documentary more so than a movie. It's called Hoop Dreams. Came out in 1994.
They thought these kids were dead gonna make it to the NBA. They thought they were going to the NBA.
Right.
In the documentary.
So it follows two black kids in Chicago high school basketball.
But they was cold.
It's called Hoop Dreams. So one of the kids named was William Gates, which was highly recruited. So it was one kid who was like 5-star. And there's another kid named Arthur Agee, or AG. Is that how you say it? I think AG. Who was like a neighborhood kid. So they basically followed these two kids throughout their high school basketball careers from two different perspectives. So one kid kind of was a black kid that grew up in a rich kind of house. The other kid grew up in the ghetto. And I think the kid from the hood made it further than the other kid. I think the other kid, Gates, the highly recruited kid, got hurt. Mm-hmm. Like he had a bunch of. Remember he had the knee surgery on the show.
He was supposed to be guaranteed in the league.
Dude was nice. Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was a dope show. It's called Hoop Dreams. It's a movie, so you guys can check that out.
I know Lady Seen the Blues ain't it?
Lady Seen the Blues.
What?
I've never seen that.
What? Nick, come on, man, don't do that.
That one's got
that was Richard Pryor's best acting ever.
What?
Yeah, he played a dope fiend. But he was great. Everyone was because Richard did the Mac. He did a few other things, and Car Wash. And when he got this role to play that character, they were like, Richard Pryor gonna play, and the character he was her piano guy, but he also supplied her dope. Great movie.
I thought I liked him in JoJo Dancer.
Well, that was about his life. That was about his life.
Another classic that it didn't come out in theater, but this is an absolutely hood classic, Paid in Full. If you're from the hood, you got it. Have you seen Paid in Full? If you haven't seen it, Pops, you got to watch it.
I've seen it, but I'm not impressed.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time, Paid in Full. South Central.
I didn't like it, and neither did Morris.
South Central.
That was good.
South Central was always good. South Central, I think the reason why it's under the wire because you had Tyron's movie.
But The Wire is a TV show.
No, you said under the wire, meaning not well.
When South Central come out, you got Boys in the Hood, you got Menace. I think it was another one after that, and then South Central come out, which is pretty much not the same thing, but it's still in that wheelhouse. And nobody really watched it. It's a super good movie.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Pops, did you ever see Fresh?
No.
If you guys have not seen the movie Fresh, another hood classic. I don't think it came on theaters. Great film. One of my favorite child films. It's a horrible movie, but it was good as a kid with CB4. With
I never watched it.
With Chris Rock.
I cannot watch Chris Tucker.
Chris Rock's horrible. He's horrible.
I can't watch him do stand up all day.
Yeah, he's a horrible actor.
No.
I give you that. Pop.
Even the little horror movie he just did, where he's the executive producer. I just don't see him as being scared.
I got 3 hood classics. Must see. Okay, first is I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Oh yeah.
Came out in 1988.
That's great.
If you have not seen this movie, please go watch I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
He got out of jail with the fish in his shoes. And he thought he was still cool.
It all was
directed and starring Keenan Ivory Wayans, Bernie Casey, and Steve James.
Oh, what's the other
Antonio Vargas is in it.
It's the
another classic hood film, Baps.
Baps is actually pretty good.
Shout out to Natalie Desselle Reid.
What's the one with Robert Townsend where they're auditioning?
That was
Hollywood Shuffle.
Hollywood Shuffle.
Yeah, but that came out in theaters, didn't it? That was a big film. That was big. This is another hood classic. If you Pops, I know you haven't seen this. It's called Paper Soldiers.
No.
That was a great movie. That was Kevin Hart.
No.
Was in
that.
Paper Soldiers?
No, Kevin Hart. It was the second installment of like Dame Dash's movie thing.
Houses.
So yeah, he cause remember he did what's the first movie he did?
Soul Plane?
No, Dame Dash.
Oh, he did
what was that? State Property. So he did State Property and then Paper Soldiers was after
that. Just to give you a little background.
State Property hood
State
classic
Property is another one of those movies
hood classic
that was straight to DVD that made a lot of money and made Dame like because now he was recognized in Hollywood because this movie was shot on nothing.
Right. And it killed too.
And it made a gang of money and Dame he should have took off from there. But he should have hired some writers to write his next movies. Now I never saw that. Was it Paper what?
Paper Soldiers is
hilarious.
So, yeah, if you get a chance, watch Paper Soldiers, another classic.
Beanie Siegel, right?
Beanie Siegel, Kevin Hart. Yeah, and it was this is another movie. It wasn't. I don't think this came out in theaters, Pops, but it was a great movie locally in the hood. Was Sugar Hill.
That was Sugar Hill. The problem with Sugar Hill was you come off of. What was it?
Harlem Nights.
No, not Harlem Nights.
Yeah, because this is 93.
What's the other movie he did? New Jack City.
Yeah.
So
New Jack City.
Fresh off of New Jack City, and then he does this movie, and it's like it's almost the same character.
It's a great film.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
But if it's not for New Jack City, it's even better. I agree.
If you don't have New Jack City, that's a great movie.
Yeah, I agree.
That would have been a classic.
Yeah.
But Sugar Hill, but then you had the typical dude like, yeah, nigga. You know, that nigga shit. But Sugar Hill was good.
Caller,
what's your name?
I had a question.
Yeah,
And, this is a real good question because I know you should know this, Speedy. Let's say that somebody asks you to do a movie with them, and they say, "Hey, we have a low budget. I can give you what you're asking for," and you go, "You know what? You my homie. I got you. Whatever." Let's say the movie goes straight to DVD, and then when it goes straight to DVD, that shit blow up. Does a person get money on the back end, or is it just you?
If that's the deal they made,
and that was it.
It depends on what the deal they made. But I know when, for example, when Black Panther came out and it made so much money, all those actors got more money.
Oh shit! Hell, please.
But I'm saying because they was reaching certain levels, like that Damien Dash.
Speedy, when you said that black movies don't do well overseas, that right there is a contradiction because most of our movies do well They do better overseas a lot of times than they do over here.
No.
They just won't tell you.
No, they don't.
Because they don't want to let us know that hey, we're bankable.
They
just said, you know what,
the question is
ain't all that good for people of color, so we're gonna keep you guys here. We're not gonna. Like Nick said, we're not gonna let you get the blueprint to be able to do shit. So you can. So you don't need us no more.
Well, to answer your question, you're wrong.
Hilarious.
Like Monique, when she did Precious, she said she got a certain amount of money, and then she got mad because the movie blew the fuck up, and nobody knew nobody knew that movie was gonna blow up like that. So she felt, I should have got some money on the back end.
That wasn't why she got mad.
Getting money on the back end when your deal was to
she wanted more money.
Low budget for what
she said she wanted more money to promote it, to travel all over. She said
no, that too. But she also wanted some more money.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, but remember we talked. I don't know if you remember one of the shows we talked about when Chris Tucker was waiting to get the money for.
Thanks, Vern. Thanks, Vern.
The movie with Jackie Chan. Mm-hmm. So they're waiting to do 2, but he wants a certain amount of money. So in that process, he does the movie with my man from 2.5 Men. Charlie Sheen.
Oh yeah, Men at Work.
Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen says, "Look, man, we can't pay you what your quote is, but you can make money on the back end by being a producer. So get your money on the back end, you're going to make more money on the back end. Mm-hmm. And he made a gang of money on the back end. Because he took less up front and took it on the back end. So you have to have that in your deal. Mm-hmm. And I think with the Monique thing, she didn't have that in her deal. She came in, whatever contract they had, they paid her. And then the movie does fucking bananas, Academy Award, and now you want to get that money. Got to have a different agent.
You know,
that's crazy.
That's all I'm saying.
To be fair.
Why would you be fair?
Well, I mean, business. Okay, cool. But
they might have gave her some more.
For the sake of the relationship, here's a woman who just made you a gang of money.
Well, or was it her or what's her name?
She played that main character.
I thought it was the daughter. She's the one got the award. Well, no,
Monique got the award. So Monique obviously made the money.
Well, she started making more money in her movies because of the award.
They should have gave her more money.
When you win the Academy Award, your numbers go. Even being nominated, your numbers go up.
They may not have given her what she thought she should have got, but they should have said, "Listen, this is what we can do. This wasn't our deal. We don't have to do anything, but this is what we're going to do."
Why would they do that?
This would be fair, huh?
Why would I do that?
Why would you do that?
Why would I pay you more than you negotiated?
Well, if they paid her $50,000, right?
No, you negotiated $50,000. I didn't pay you anything.
Right. Okay. Well, it was negotiated because obviously she agreed to it, or she wouldn't have done it.
Right.
So you negotiated to $50,000.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, all I'm saying is,
no, take your 50 and leave. Nigga, that's it.
They could have paid her more.
Why would
they had the money to do it?
Why would I? When you told me all you wanted was 50,000.
You said why would you? Yeah. Okay. So they made the move. They made the money on Precious, right?
Right.
That's like doing business with somebody and fucking them one time. And then ending the entire relationship where you could have gotten paid. Like, for instance, if you go to Macy's, and they piss you off,
right,
and you never shop there again, you're like, fuck y'all. Okay, they got their little $100 for that shirt they won't take back,
right?
But they'll never get another dime for the remainder of your life.
Took the shirt back.
So I'm talking about the lifetime value, not the value of that single project.
Yeah, but you're gonna have a kid. You see what I'm saying? And I don't have a bad experience with your kid. So when your kid grow up, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm going to have him go shop at Macy's. So that door, I understand what you're saying, but that door can always be recycled. They can always get another Monique.
And again,
if Monique would have said no.
Now, a white girl, they might have gave it.
Pop, if Monique would have said no, who would have thrown in there?
And would they have gotten
an
award? Would they have been as good?
Or it would Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah ain't making nobody cry in a movie.
What? She's a way better actor than Monique. Nigga.
No. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from? Can Queen act?
Set it off, nigga.
It's me.
Who is me, nigga? Say your name.
DJ out there.
Oh, okay, there you go.
It's a 90s kind of world.
DJ out there Vegas coming here Friday. Oh, he's bringing his Hellcat.
Oh, yeah? When?
Friday.
Whenever this life is tough, you gotta fight with my home.
He ain't got no Hellcat.
Go ahead, bro.
All right, my first one. Hold on, let me look at
this nigga's hilarious.
Write it down.
Write it down. This nigga's hilarious. Nigga. The Wash, nigga.
Oh, classic.
No, if you saw the car wash, you wouldn't want to watch the wash.
I agree with DJ on this.
You talking about the one with Snoop Dogg?
Yeah. Obviously, you must ain't never seen the wash.
Yeah.
I have seen the wash.
The wash is funny as
Yep. That's one, DJ.
Right.
You got 1 point. I agree.
No, you got one against you.
There's no way that they went off script for that they went on script with that movie. That shit had to be 90% off script.
Right.
Well, I was just saying a funny.
I don't like it, and neither does Morris.
Great pick.
And stop
keep going.
Your meter is off. You don't know what the hell it's like.
All right, give me the other four.
That was a good pick, DJ.
So to watch this, my second one is well known, and it's not biased because it's my friend, but Booty Call.
Oh yeah,
Booty Call's good.
That's under the radar though.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, Booty Call was good. They didn't know Booty Call was gonna do that well.
Yeah, that was under the radar.
He shot that in Toronto.
To me, man.
He shot that in Toronto.
I say, not because that's my friend, but just because that's a good movie.
Who's your friend, nigga?
Nigga, the star of the movie, nigga, Fox know me.
Fuck out of here.
He said Fox knows.
He knows.
Anyway, the third one is Crooklyn.
Oh yeah, that
Crooklyn
was good.
was actually good. People got mad because of the middle piece when Spike Lee put the yellow tint on the fucking camera.
Yeah,
that goofy shit.
That was just my TV for so many years.
Well, can you imagine how we felt in the movie theater? People were getting up, going to the back, going, "Hey man, y'all fucked up the film."
But look, Speedy, if you actually watch the movie from that whole part, because it starts when she goes to her auntie house in the country.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they shot it on that part, but the whole angle, the whole camera lens, it's off. Like, it's weird. It's shaped funny. Like, I can't believe they even let that ride. But
well, that was some shit that Spike came up with, and he just kept it in. But again, we were at the movie theater, and some dude got up and said, "Hey, man, the movie's fucking up," and they was like, "Nah, that's how it's shot."
Nigga, when a dog popped out of the couch, nigga, oh my god.
That was a good movie. So now you cooking now. Keep going, nigga. Don't fuck up. You're gonna drop the ball, but don't fuck up.
No, I ain't gonna fuck up. But when the mama died on Flippin', I cried. But listen,
that's what you do.
Another movie that y'all probably don't even know, but it's called Gang Tape. You ever heard of it?
Gang Tape?
Yeah, Gang Tape.
It's like porno.
So y'all know the movie Snow on the Bluff, right?
Oh, that was on my list.
See, so Gang Tapes came out first. Gang Tapes came out in the 90s. And Snow on the Bluff took the whole, it's basically an Atlanta version. Snow on the Bluff is an Atlanta version of Gang Tapes. And I think Gang Tapes is like way better.
Is this Gang Tapes?
Yeah.
Who are the white people?
Who are the white people?
My last one.
Wait, DJ, who's the white people on here?
The white people on what?
On Gang Tapes.
On Gang Tape.
So Gang Tapes, and listen, this is funny. So in the beginning of the movie, these white people are riding down the hood. They in the hood, and they got a video camera, and they're recording. Like, wow, this is the hood, this is L.A. Next thing you know, boom, get out your shit, motherfucker. They snatch them out their car, and they carjack them, and they take their camera. And then the kid takes the camera, and he using it, and he basically doing like a documentary on the hood, like himself. You know, like he looking in the camera, talking in the camera, and he's showing different things of the hood, like he videotaping a documentary.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought they got raped or something. Nigga.
And he don't never run out of the tape that's in there?
Nah, you gotta trust me. You gotta watch it, man.
All right.
It's a dope movie.
What's it called?
Okay.
What's it called again?
It's called Gang Tapes.
Gang Tapes.
Gang Tapes.
With
T-A-P-E-S.
Watch your tone.
All right, so my last one, I don't know if y'all heard of it, but it got Q-Tip, Mary J. Blige, Fat Joe, and a couple other people in it. It's called Prison Song. And Q-Tip is the main character in this movie. And it's about him, you know what he going. He like in a foster home and stuff like that because his parents went to jail. His mom was Mary J. Blige, and she got like
that's
to a crazy house.
That's a really good movie.
That's a dope fire movie, and nobody really even knows.
Prison House.
Prison Song.
Prison Song. I'm sorry.
Prison Song.
Yeah, Q-Tip's a good actor, yo. I don't know why he doesn't do more acting. But Q-Tip's a good actor,
I don't know either, man. That movie was. I mean, it went from the street to when they was in jail to. I mean. Classic movie, might even make you cry.
What did they go? You sure crying a lot in these movies. What did he go to jail for?
Don't judge me. You don't know what I've been through.
Apparently, you've been crying about it.
Nigga, can I cry, nigga?
No, you're a grown ass man with a Hellcat.
And your Hellcat crying at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, put gas in it.
Hey, I be going through stuff. Don't judge me, nigga.
Well, who we want me to judge?
Yeah,
Wonzer?
You gotta judge somebody.
You already did that.
Yeah, judge Wonzer, nigga, not me, nigga. You don't know what I've been through.
You gotta judge somebody.
Well, Wonzer gonna bring his was it 65 Mustang? 70 Mustang. Mark 1.
Man, you gotta park that thing, man. You gotta leave that thing at the house where it's at.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the 5.
That's a nice 5. All right, Wonzer, what's your 5?
He pulled something out the bag. Thanks. Shout out to DJ out there Vegas.
You know what? The Learning Tree is a great movie.
The Learning.
I can't believe you've never seen it.
Maybe I have, but I don't think I have.
Yeah, the Learning Tree.
What else you got?
I definitely would go with
Columbo.
No. What's the one with the light skinned black dude in New Jack City?
Oh, G Money.
Sugar Hill.
He was at. That's who I was talking to at the gym.
Today?
That was last night.
Oh, you see AP?
Yesterday.
Wait, what?
Alan Payne.
Payne. Remember I was talking when you was getting the smoothies.
That was G Money.
When he was at the front?
Yeah, he had walked in. I was shaking his hand.
I didn't know that.
I know he had a mask on. That was G Money.
Yeah, man.
No,
I told him to come through.
I thought you were just trying to book some dude.
Yeah, G Money. Alan Payne.
Yeah.
I said I thought you was trying to book some dude. He said, "Yeah, G Money."
Yeah, Alan Payne.
Alan Payne.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to G Money. If y'all want G Money on the show, let us know.
Hit him up on his Twitter. Let him know.
So do you know him? Because I wouldn't have recognized him with a mask.
Very well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know people.
Sugar Hill, though.
I just look like this.
Right.
Sugar Hill's a good. Oh, I was gonna say Snow on the Bluff. You guys ever seen that?
I've heard of that.
Yeah. Snow on the Bluff. Is basically this guy takes a video camera. He's documenting all these events going through the hood. But when you watch, it looks like the Blair Witch Project. It's where they got the Blair Witch Project from. So it looks 100% real. Like the first time you watch it, you think you watching crime take place in real life. But when you watch it, once you get older and you watch it again, you like, oh, this is not real. But they did an amazing job of pump faking for the first time around. So yeah, Snow on the Bluff is definitely a hood classic. Let's see what the chat room is talking about. Let's see.
You want to finish this?
Go ahead, Wonzer. Wonzer got 2 more.
So I had Sugar Hill.
Sugar Hill.
The Learning Tree.
Bald head dudes.
Man, you know what? It's a popular movie, but
what?
It's not an underground, but I have to go with Harlem Nights.
Oh man! How much for the whites?
How much to take some of these white pies and turn them to nigger pies? I said, it sucks that they did that movie in that how they did it because you can't do a part 2.
Harlem Nights.
Yeah, but if I could,
they got old.
Yeah, but if I could see 2 actors do a movie together again, it would definitely be not Will, but
Eddie and
Martin. Eddie
no, why couldn't you go back?
I just
think they should do another film together. I think that's
Martin
a good combination.
Got irritating after a while.
But I think that's what made it funny.
Yeah, he was
irritating the whole.
Right, he was the more straight one.
Right, but and Eddie kept it
like you figured at some point he would be like, okay, nigga.
No, his name was Claude.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing. Like it was Claude, you know what I'm saying? And the other dude was a snake oil salesman. So that's
Slick.
Yeah, that was
my granddaddy's watch.
That was my favorite part. He's like, say watch again. Say watch again.
No, he said,
fix your mouth and say.
He said from this point,
and I'm gonna dive on you.
Ticking something. Where he said,
yeah. He said, I'm gonna dive on you, Claude.
He said, fix your mouth for me to even think you're gonna say watch.
If you say,
yeah, I'm gonna dive on you. You hear me, Claude? Come on, man.
You can tell they definitely was ad-libbing on that.
Come on, man.
Yeah. What's your name? Where you calling from? What's your top 5?
Maybe the best comedy duo.
Talking dirty after dark.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it was horrible.
What is that?
No, it was
It
not.
was horrible.
What about Girl 6?
That's
Is it better than Girl 6?
Girl 6 was horrible too.
Is it better than Girl 6?
No, it's horrible.
Okay. Girl 6 was bad.
Yeah, Girl 6. Only thing good about Girl 6 is Prince's soundtrack.
And No Girl was fine.
There was a movie called Girl 6?
Yeah.
About a phone sex operator by Spike Lee.
By Spike, it was horrible.
But I thought you said Prince.
But he was fresh off of
Prince did the soundtrack.
Nick, he was fresh off of She Gotta Have It.
Right.
And that's what was the problem.
Right.
It was pretty much the same take.
So you know what that means? He get a budget to do a film, and he just do it.
He just threw that one in, yeah.
Which is
but
not
he
really
don't use
a
all the
black
money.
movie, but you can put that in there because that's
Which one?
Do the Right Thing.
No, everybody saw Do the Right Thing.
Nah, Vernon, give me something in the cut though. In Chicago, what did y'all watch? Like a neighborhood movie in Chicago. Like out here, we had Thicker Than Water was a classic LA film that a lot of people outside of LA probably never seen.
I don't even know because
Vernon didn't get out.
Is Vernon in Chicago?
It'd be so many movies I go through a year. I don't be remembering half of them.
Well, you're getting older.
Yeah, or heavier.
You need to eat more oatmeal, Vern.
You need to eat.
Well, you got to remember to do it.
I see over.
Remembering to eat is not his problem.
600-700 movies a year.
Impossible.
You got too much time on your hand, Vernon.
Impossible, Vernon.
All right, Vernon, what's the one? Give me 2 movies that you could watch over and over and never get tired of them.
Harlem Nights and
Annie.
Nigga, hilarious.
He said Annie.
I can watch Harlem Nights all day long.
Said Annie.
Oh, Raising Harlem, put that on my list. That was a good one.
All right, Vernon, we finna go around the table. Thank you.
I got Annie on right now.
Wanz. 2 movies. If they come on, you're not turning the channel on. How many times have you seen them?
Coming to America.
Okay, no problem with that answer.
And if it comes on, I'm not changing the channel. Purple Rain.
Can't argue with either one of those. I probably won't change the channel.
And The Last Dragon.
That's where I was gonna go.
That'd be a throw-in. That's a throw-in.
Yeah.
I would go.
You sure look
Hang
like
on,
a master
caller.
to me.
I would go Apocalypse Now. I could watch over and over.
Apocalypse Now.
Yeah,
I've never seen
I can watch it over and over.
Your dad picking stupid shit. But go on.
He only got 1 pick in. It's a horrible pick. Go ahead.
Django.
Django is on that list for me.
And my throw-in that I just would be Departed.
I'm gonna go. Hold on, caller.
Departed is confusing.
I'm gonna go Training Day.
Oh yeah.
I go watch Training
You
Day.
think you could do this to me?
Yeah. I go watch. I don't care how many times. Come on.
That's Denzel.
Training Day, Scarface.
Oh yeah.
I don't care how many times I've seen Scarface. Yeah. I'm watching the whole film, all 3 hours. It does not matter. Yeah. Last but that third slot, probably Friday. I've probably seen Friday more than any other film.
Here's the part I hate about watching Scarface, because I keep wanting I would keep wanting Scarface to be okay with old boy dating with his sister, because they could get this money, but he couldn't focus because he's fucking.
Even though Scarface's character was a sucker though.
So you got to see that, Nick.
Yeah, who's in
that? They were really top actors in the 70s. Mm-hmm. Like, they did a lot of movies, but it's a really good movie because Cotton comes to Harlem, but it was heroin in the cotton. And Red Fox discovers the cotton.
Red Fox is in it?
Yeah, it's really good.
My mom used to make me watch old movies with her, so that was like.
Yeah. I meant to say Coolie High on mine, but go ahead.
Yeah.
I think a third one is one that a lot of people don't like, but that I do, and it's another Prince movie.
Oh, you bet.
Under the Cherry Moon?
No, that's horrible.
Top 5, one of the worst movies ever filmed.
I think what happened with Under the Cherry Moon is that Prince was mad that Morris got so much love on Purple Rain. He tried to become that with Jerome, and it didn't work. Because Jerome and no, the soundtrack is better than the movie.
Yeah, of course. That's why I watched the movie, because the soundtrack.
Oh, didn't say that.
Wasn't Tevin Campbell on that soundtrack? He was in that movie.
That's under the Graffiti Bridge. Yeah, Graffiti Bridge was even worse than that.
How many movies did Prince do?
2, 3. That was probably the worst ever, because it was about 2 clubs going against each other, trying to get one band to be better than the other band, and they would come outside the club and play. But it was all done on this.
Graffiti Bridge was supposed to be Purple Rain Part 2.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But again, the more Prince got involved, the more it became terrible.
Oh, yeah. Prince
Purple Rain, he didn't have. They just told his story, and that's why it was so good. But I would say I have to throw in Coolie High. Coolie High. I made my kids watch Coolie High and the Mac.
You made your kids watch a pimp movie?
What
kind of dad does that?
The Mac is a great film, man.
But okay, that's great. But to make your kid watch it?
Well,
yeah.
You're gonna make your kid watch the Mac.
I was told I could not watch that movie because one of my stepfathers
was a pimp.
Did you say one of your stepfathers?
That's what she said.
How many stepfathers you got?
3.
No, 1.
I've never heard that term.
No, you said one of my stepfathers. How can you only have one?
I said one of my stepfather's brothers.
Oh, we thought you said one of your stepfathers.
The brother part got blurred out.
It sure did, because I was like, wow.
We thought you had 3
your
stepfathers.
Mama in them streets.
Yeah. One of my daddy's sisters.
No, I have one stepfather.
Yeah, that you know of.
3 or 4 brothers.
Allegedly.
Hey, if you had one stepfather and he had 5 girlfriends.
If you have 2 stepdads, call in. That'd be a good show. That'd be a good show.
Don't forget to send our barbecue.
Oh yeah, Nakia. Send that brownie barbecue.
When I can come get it.
Send that brownie barbecue.
Yeah, I think Coolie High, man. That's one of the movies I wish the gangster niggas didn't kill the basketball player. Even though you never saw him play basketball, that's another great thing about writing. For those who want to become writers, you don't have to write everything. You could just say it. They said he was a great basketball player. We never saw him play. Mm-hmm. He didn't shoot a jump. We saw him make one jumper, and everybody went crazy, and they said he was the star basketball player.
But wasn't Coach Cheese the basketball player?
Coach Cheese? No,
yeah.
It's his friend.
Ah. Yeah. I remember he was on the team, though.
No, he wasn't. It was his best friend. His best friend. So he's in the stand. But they never showed him playing basketball. But you can just say it. That's why in some movies when you go, oh, this dude is a Marine, and all you got to do is say he was an ex-Marine, and automatically, if you're watching the movie, okay, he know all that shit. He could probably swim. He gonna whoop everybody's ass. And Nick just be Nick.
As if all Marines could fight.
Yeah.
Right.
Or special forces, what they say. So
yeah, that's kind of, I don't know.
So in writing, you don't have to explain everything.
Well, if you say he's a Navy SEAL, and then later on we see him fall in the pool, we're like, all right, he can hold his breath for a long time.
Yeah, you could.
All you do is say Navy SEAL.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Oh, he fought in Vietnam, nigga. You crazy.
That is kind of a predetermination of.
But for those who have, who was that? Nikki, who didn't watch Dead President? Watch that goddamn movie.
Yeah, that's
Chris Tucker.
A bit of a shocker.
And he was fresh off of that fucking 5 Elements shit, which I thought was
Oh, the Fifth Element.
Oh,
Fifth Element.
Yeah, he shouldn't have did that one.
He got paid though.
Yeah, you gotta get paid to be gay.
He got the he had.
That was a weird character.
No, that was a gay character.
No, because after he did the 2 greatest movies in the world, they're gonna make you put a dress on, nigga. That's the next thing coming. The next somebody gonna pitch you a movie, and they're gonna say this amount of money you gonna make. Put the dress on.
I remember seeing an interview with Kevin Hart where they brought that up to him years ago. You saw that interview, Nick?
Mm-hmm.
And they asked him if he would ever wear a dress. He said, "First and foremost, I'm a brand, and I gotta protect my brand."
And then he wouldn't put that dress on.
And next thing you know, he's on Saturday Night Live. Now, if it was funny, that's one thing.
And I didn't even.
There was nothing funny about that.
They heard him say that. Oh, you're not gonna put no dress on?
Yeah.
Watch this, nigga.
There was nothing funny about it.
One thing about Saturday Night Live, they run that motherfucker like a machine. No matter how many different sketches, because we came in, when Fox hosted the last time, we came in with maybe 20 different sketches. They used 2. And the 2 that they used, they were like, okay. The Tyler Perry one, when Fox was Tyler Perry on one side and he was Medea on the other side, nigga, they didn't want to do it, but they knew that shit was funny. And the courthouse, when he was in the courthouse thing, I forgot what that was. We wrote that as well. But we have some other stuff, and they just wouldn't let us get down. So when I saw or heard, because I didn't want to watch Kevin Hart do that, when I heard Kevin Hart put a dress on, I said, nigga, who? Because we bought in writers, and we said what we going to do and what we not going to do. And so he has writers.
What we not going to do is
put a dress on Kevin Hart.
It was not
funny. If I was in that camp, I wouldn't let him put the dress on.
And you know, it was purposely not funny. Yeah. They're like, it's not going to be funny.
Yeah, but put the dress on.
Yeah, because you said
it's something you said you wasn't going to do.
Yeah, you should have said that.
You shouldn't have said it. You should have just went on about your day.
Still the homie, though. I think one of the, as far as how his camp is run, one of the best. Like everybody eat. What's the movie they say everybody go eat? What's that?
Yeah.
Paid in Full.
Paid in Full.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna eat.
Yeah, I like the way he does that too, because
everybody's
rich.
Everybody ain't nobody like, I'm all right, nigga. You know?
Right.
I wish I had.
But I'm still like, hey, Speedy, let me hold 20 till Friday. I mean, come on, Speedy. Well, I thought I was in your camp. Come on, man.
So he got played yesterday, Nick. We go, and somebody didn't bring no money. I don't know who goes somewhere and don't bring money. So anytime somebody don't, you know, he used to do me like that. You know Arnaz J? When Arnaz J, comedian, he lives in Atlanta now.
Oh, no.
So he used to live here. Every time we go play ball, he go, oh, I got a credit card.
Good thing they take him.
But he would have a credit card when people was like, always had cash on him. And his nigga bring out the credit card. And I would go, man, why, you know we going to the thing. Why you ain't got no money? Why you keep working me for a soda? We friends.
Soda. Yeah, I knew a dude like that. I know a dude like that. He would always say, "Oh man,
yeah,
only got
they kill it when they pat their pockets." Oh, crazy.
And they always start up top
and go down to their pocket.
Yeah, fuck you starting up here for? God damn, I only got no.
Or motherfucker get asthma. Oh, y'all going to the store? Cool. I'll watch the bikes.
That happened last night on the bike ride.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, you did?
And then the whole time they had that face like David Banner.
And I was just quiet. I was like,
so the person that do the fake move like they were gonna go buy something, and then they went, oh, I didn't bring no money.
You ain't got nothing.
And then for a minute, Wonzer didn't speak up at all because he knew it was for him to hear that. He just like, well, I'm gonna go get me a slice of pizza.
I said, Jesus is Lord. if he wants you to have it, you'll get it.
He will bless you.
And if he don't, you ain't need it.
Yeah, the Lord give it, the Lord take it away.
I hate people like that.
Yeah, but
especially when they got a gang of money.
But the person got all the way to the door.
Listen, Doug, I don't play those games.
Didn't ask me if I wanted nothing.
Yeah,
but then made a U-turn and came back and said, I don't got my money.
Like they was, she said, because they forgot their money.
Then you forgot something to eat too.
But they realized it when they got to the door.
Nah, you knew that when you left your house.
Yeah.
So I was like, hold up now.
Because I bet if I let you starve, you won't leave your wallet again.
Now I'm gonna pay for it, but you ain't even asked me if I wanted nothing. You had
when
one
you
foot
had,
in
when you thought you had money.
Had one foot in the store. Didn't ask me if I wanted nothing. Now you done made a U-turn.
Because you need some money.
And got close enough to my shadow.
And they rich. That's the part. Is like, what the fuck? But like everybody got a 5 on them.
But it was cool. I didn't mind.
Yeah, you did. You bought it up.
I mind.
It wasn't nothing but a bag of chips.
That ain't the point.
Shit, I got enough money to buy me 100 footballs.
Or no, you get a bag of chips. They get some, but they ask you for yours. You're like, really? That's where we at?
I buy the chips. Then they ask me, do I want some? I said, nigga, those are my chips. Do you want some? Just because you holding the bag, they still mine.
Yeah, officially yours till they go in the trash.
I love saying no to people when they ask for something they think you're going to share. No, nigga, they be looking like, what the fuck?
No, I just asked her a little piece on the side.
The funniest thing to me is weed, because people always think weed is a social thing. Mm-hmm. So anytime you see somebody smoking weed, you don't have to know the person. You don't even have to know them. Typically, you could just walk up and stand in the circle, and the weed to come around to you. Yeah. So anytime it happens with me, I always say no.
Like literally.
I'll make it so blunt and rude that it's going to embarrass everybody. Oh my God, it's going to embarrass everybody around, because usually they actually on the low. Hey brother, can I hit that? No, nigga, you can't hit this. And they be looking, hey my man, what the fuck? No, nigga, no.
Is that loud?
Yeah. So you just walked up and you want to put your lips on my shit.
The funny thing, I got your boy. What's the Jewish dude that be come here? The bald headed dude. The older Jewish. He just did the movie with Cuba.
Oh,
I mean with Omar.
Eddie.
With Omar.
He just called me.
So his boy Eddie, this Jewish dude.
Eddie Rubin.
I'm downstairs smoking in my car, so he threw the typical thing that people do when they see somebody.
He was at your passenger window like
this? He
this?
come right up to the driver's
Nick
side.
told me, too. I started dying laughing.
He said, hey, what you got there? Yeah, some smoke on it? Said,
what you got there?
So you got some smoke on it? I said, yeah. Oh, okay. I went ahead and lit mine up.
That nigga rolled the window.
He said, can I hit that? No.
And he was just up
there. Then I just kept hitting it. I just kept smoking right in front. He just went, oh, shit, all right, well. Now you got to stand there and watch me enjoy myself. As you talk, finish it. You got to finish the story, because if you walk away, I'll know you're hurt. So now you got to stand there.
You got to come up with another conversation.
You blew in his face.
I'm right there. No,
look, if you watch ESPN,
no, finish your story. You can't have none. Go ahead.
Damn, niggas
Nick told me too. He's like, your friend just asked me. I said, for what?
Pops, his feelings. Pops, it took everything in me not to laugh though, because I seen the look on his face. He looked like, did he just say no?
He was trying to bond with you, Nick.
Because you know how they reach. You know how somebody asks and they reach at the same time, because they know you're gonna say yes, because it's common courtesy.
Yes,
no, now you got to bring your hand back. He was like, oh.
Now, do you unpinch your hand after you bring it back?
No,
you leave it in the air.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Because when you go in, you go like this.
Yeah.
You already sized it up.
Hey, can I? No. Oh,
Look. Oh, okay.
It's like missing a high five. You ever see somebody miss a
man.
That's the funniest.
That happened to me.
Still there go like, yeah, it's crazy.
That just happened to me the other day in Venice Beach. We're standing there. We just arrived. We're all standing around with our bikes. Here comes a dude. He comes up to Will. He comes up to Will. And he said, Will.
Oh.
And I said, hey, that motherfucker was already over here somewhere.
No,
and I was like this still.
Because you don't know, if nobody has seen you yet, you can stay there and hopefully come back around.
So we're at Venice Beach. Now I'm like this, but there's nobody there.
So how do you get out of it? What do you do?
I'm looking around. I'm like, God damn it.
How do you got to do something with that hand. That's like, yeah.
I started shadow boxing.
No, Will.
He said
the guy he's talking about. Afterwards, we usually go eat at this little Jamaican restaurant, which is off the chain. All the food. I've never seen a restaurant where all the food is good, Nick. Everything they make is good.
Yep.
And they do from oxtails to fucking chicken
to tacos.
You got oxtails?
They got oxtails. It's off the chain. No, I never.
Come on, Pops, you're bugging.
So anyway, the guy he's talking about, normally Will is with us. He'll come over and Will will pay for his meal, and then Will will give him a ride home, ride to the house, so he has to ride the bike. So nigga, he leaned down, and Will wasn't there, and he was like, "Yeah, guess I go ahead and get on my bike." And he's waiting for somebody to go, "Yo, we'll give you a ride." Everybody's doing like that.
Oh, is that what happened?
That's why he did that.
I didn't know that.
That's why he hesitated leaving, because he was like, "Yeah, boy, I'm tired. Yeah, these bones, I don't know if I can make it."
Did he say that?
And you made the comment about, that's a different bike. And he's like, yeah.
I said, that looks uncomfortable for the miles you got to go.
Yeah, you better
We have chilled, sat down.
Yeah, your body temperature is dropped.
And usually about 8 miles. He had another 8 miles after the ride's
Will
over.
would give him a ride to the house, so he didn't have to ride his bike. But Will wasn't there. And he didn't know how to ask you. He didn't definitely know how to ask
I didn't know. I passed him by the 405 and blew my horn. I said, all right, that away. Beep, beep.
So, Nick,
that's hilarious.
To see his disappointment on his face, because he was like, ooh, my bones, boy.
Yeah.
Kind of cold.
Sat down with us. And
everybody was eating. Everybody did just like that. Hey, nigga. Hey, have a good one, man.
I'm complaining about how much food I got.
Yeah,
you better get so much food.
You better get started, nigga.
Because last week he kneeled down and he was on Will's shoulder like this. He said, and he, because when you want to ask a favor, you can't ask loud. He went right to Will and said, "Is it cool if you give me a ride?" Will said, "Nigga, I thought he was trying to date me."
You don't want to get in that habit.
He was.
Because every week he don't want to ride.
Well, that's why he was sad when Will wasn't there.
You know what he did say to me? He was looking all sad.
Yeah, you thought you would go, so what's wrong, brother? You gotta go, what's wrong, brother?
I said, at some point he didn't sit with us too long.
Yeah.
He goes, well, he kept going, well, and then he would look at me and just go like this. And I was like, well.
Because usually he don't have no money.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and
like I said,
and Will usually take care of his food.
Like I said, I'm complaining about how much food I got.
Yeah,
I'm like, why would they give me so many fries? I was like,
I got an extra box of fries.
It's like, damn, I'm going to have to throw this shit to the birds.
Michelle paid for him one time.
Oh, she did?
And I said, yo, well, he was just
you don't want to get
there.
in that habit.
He was just standing there. I said, well, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Yeah, nigga, I'd have got my money back from him when I seen it. Hey, man, my wife paid for you last time. I need that, nigga. Run that.
I'd have took one.
Run that 10, nigga.
I'd have took his front rim and tire. This shit worth an oxtail sandwich.
Yeah, I need my money back, nigga. Run that.
Fuck that shit. Yeah. Buying a grown nigga sandwiches every week.
Man,
yeah, my wife can't buy no nigga nothing, nigga.
She was like, well, he was just standing there and everybody was ordering. I was like, oh,
you gonna be there, nigga.
Nah,
that's what you do. You lumber by where everybody ordering at.
I had my ex do some shit that pissed me off one time.
Mm-hmm.
We had some bum friends. And one time she went to the grocery store without me and they went.
Ooh.
She tells me, yeah, they asked if I could buy him some groceries.
Groceries?
No.
Groceries?
Like they own bag?
Now they're a couple. Between two people, you can't get some groceries? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's not cool.
That wasn't cool. But did it when I wasn't there. That was the thing.
You think?
Yeah,
How much he spent?
I don't know. I didn't even want to know.
Yeah, I'd have pulled up. I need that back. I need my grocery money, nigga. All that, run that.
Whatever that was.
It's a tomato on this receipt, too. Where's the tomato?
Run that.
It was 3 tomatoes.
That's 35 cents, nigga, per tomato. Run that.
You trying to learn to juggle? Give me my motherfucking tomatoes.
Oh, I hate when people that's hungry, but they don't know that, and they go, hey, man, it's good. It's good, huh?
No, they go back to, I like to make people uncomfortable. You take them back to their childhood when they're eating something and you go, what that taste like? They're eating Cheetos, the extra cheese. It tastes like the extra cheese on it, though? You can taste it? That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, they look cheesy. I can smell the cheese from here.
Shout out to Wonzer. And your bike, your bike buddy hit you?
Who?
The dude was on the back of your bike.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Too soon?
And hit me up. Never see my bike again.
No, he'd be there Sunday.
He probably will be there Sunday. And that's why you don't want to get in the habit of doing shit. Because every Sunday, this motherfucker think he going to take his shirt off.
Oh, yeah. And hang out with you.
Strap on his roller skate.
He might get on. He might hold on earlier than he did before. So.
I'm going to tell him to hold on to your backpack.
So Thursday of next week, Philippe's going to let us do his our birthday. Because that's your birthday next Thursday.
Yep.
So 23rd, we're going to be at Philippe's spot right there in the valley.
That's right.
So y'all will come hang out. So my boy Philippe goes, okay, man. I said, man, well, Speed, we put you on the flyer. I said, well, my guys, it's their birthday too. Send pictures. So you send a picture. You send your headshot.
For what?
And Will sent
full body.
Said, nigga,
what did Will send?
Full body.
Selfies of him with the arm.
So is Will going to do it too?
It was his birthday's today or tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I think it's 16th.
So what are we going to do? Me and Will? And you, pretty much. We all same shit.
It's a Virgo party.
Yeah.
So y'all want to come hang out with us next Thursday, man. It's I forgot the name of it. Oh, that nigga text me. I forgot. So it's the place where I think I had my birthday, not last year.
It's going to be strippers, midgets.
That's on your side.
All that.
Mm-hmm.
That's on your side.
Have you ever seen a midget stripper?
I haven't.
I seen a fat stripper.
A fat stripper?
Which is how you just said that?
I know you were in the hood.
I'm not mad at that.
I know you were in the hood.
Well, I seen it on Instagram. I didn't see it in real life.
Oh, okay.
But I thought that was interesting because you don't see fat strippers no more, or if ever, like you typically don't. You see a thick, but they usually have small stomachs.
You tip them with food. Just throw greasy chicken wings on the stage.
this lady, she had a little belly on her. I was like, oh wow, they let big girls strip.
Damn.
Yeah. Somebody gonna give him some money.
Yeah.
It's the Hollywood Live place. It's on Ventura in Studio City, and it's Throwback Thursday.
Throw it back.
I sent him a picture, and he said, "We used that one last time." I said, "Well, shit, that's all I got." Man.
For who? You?
For me. Yeah,
oh, okay.
That's all I got.
So you got to put a new picture.
I gotta get some new pictures.
Why don't you just have somebody take pictures of you?
But he said we used that one last time. It's still me.
Yeah.
What, the police gonna pull you over and look at your ID? You had this picture on here last time. Yeah, I'm gonna have it for 10 years, motherfucker. It's gonna be me for the next 10 years.
Never think about it like that.
That's hilarious.
You, right?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna have to use that one.
He said, well,
that's actually pretty good. Wonzer, you might be better as a writer. Maybe don't do, because he told me he want to do stand up.
Don't
All right,
go up there.
chat room, should Wonzer do stand up?
I think
thumbs up or thumb downs.
Wait, did you try when we did the comedy show here?
If I put the time in, I could do it.
No.
You think so?
I could. I absolutely could.
It would be like your racquetball game.
Nah.
Would you go with Anthony Wonzer? Would that be your stage name?
That'd be my motherfucking name. Too lazy to think of anything else. Nah, of course I could, Speedy. What are you talking about?
No.
I like your confidence, though. No.
I mean,
he's that way on the
I'm a
racquetball
funny
court.
dude. Why couldn't I do it?
Just so you guys know,
do it.
we played again yesterday. He lost 20-0, and he lost 21-0 and 21-11 because he was
14.
14 because he was talking shit again, Wonzer.
14.
You gotta stop talking shit. You're not gonna win.
Yeah, I think that's how you lose your focus, Wonzer.
Yeah.
Every time you talk shit.
Because it is focus. You know, it was 14, what, 16?
14-6. No, 14-6.
14-6.
No, 14-9.
14-9. I was winning.
Yeah, you were winning.
Yeah, so.
But I knew you wasn't going to win.
Shit. I am going to win.
Your backhand is horrible.
Wow.
I got a good backhand. You know, one maneuver that I just learned was hitting it off the back wall. It never occurred to me to hit it off the back wall. So I hit it off the back wall. He goes, no, that's not. I said, dude, learn how to play. Why you do? Nick, one thing Nick always says, he don't understand how people don't know shit, and you got this motherfucker in your head. All you do is look shit up. True.
Pops, that's all you got to do.
How would you know?
Listen, I sat there and I said, before I say anything, let me analyze.
Let me breathe.
Let me analyze this question and see if she had a reason to ask me this.
It's a trick question.
Because I'm eating peanuts. So I don't even, in my head, I'm like, all right, I'm eating peanuts.
No, pomegranate is summertime.
I'm like, there's grapes in here. I mean, there's raisins in here, so that could have some correlation.
Maybe she think they're pomegranates.
Well, pomegranate is
Pops, I got
beginning
that,
of the
but
summer.
in my head, I'm trying to figure out, how did we even get here? How did we get to the part where you asking me?
Okay, so
was I
answer that question?
Was I picking fruit? Nigga, I was sitting
we
there.
were talking about earlier.
It's October, by the way, if anybody wants to know, because I had to Google this. Nigga, so
well, it's actually the beginning of
it's
summer.
October. I looked it up last night. I officially know when pomegranates hit off. It's October.
Because I remember as a kid, that's how we knew it was summertime, because we had pomegranates. My friend of mine had a tree. But anyway, so we said this earlier before we got on air that I think women, when something, let's say y'all got mad about something, and she wants to see if you're still mad, they ask you something stupid, like, "Is this one of those ring lights?"
Just to gauge
and if
the
you don't,
attitude.
to see what the temperature in the room is. If you go, "Yes, a motherfucking ring light," oh, you still mad? Yes, bitch, I'm still mad.
Yes, I'm still.
Or you have to go, "Yeah, it's a ring light." Oh, is the football today?
That happened to me once.
Me
and my ex were checking into a hotel in Miami. We walk in, we're on the ground level. Now I got all kinds of shit in my hand. We just walked from the concierge to the elevator. You can only go up in this bitch. Yeah. There's only one button here. One motherfucking button, and the arrow points
Wanda
up.
told me this.
My hands are like this.
And she said,
I said, I did, you know how you do the head shit? Because I had shit wrapped around my neck. I went like this. I said, could you push the button? And we had, that mood was fucked up with us.
Yeah.
And she goes, which button? Which one? This one? And I said, no, the other one. I don't see another one. I said, I know that. God damn, what do you mean the other? There's only one fucking button there. We're on the ground level. We can only go up. Oh, shit. What do you mean? Which button?
You know how mad you got to be to
oh
just
my
lose your
God.
cool?
So then she says, I don't like the way you talk to me.
Yes, you're told.
But you asked me a stupid fucking
But
question.
you can't say that. You can't say her question was stupid. You can't.
Should she push the only button there?
That's why she asked, why are you upset?
That was a dumb motherfucking question.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Which button did you push?
Ask us a stupid question. I dare you.
I triple dare you.
Call it.
Call it.
Call her.
That was your girl. She hung up. That's fucking hilarious, man.
Which one? This one? No. I want to say, but you can't call your girl bitch. I want to say, no, bitch, the other one.
Not after the argument.
Oh, my God. One motherfucking button.
There you go. Turn that up, Nick. It's low. Caller, what's your name?
It's Nakia, and I didn't hang up. I couldn't hear you, motherfuckers. Anyway, y'all do the same shit.
No, we do not. Dudes are not petty like that. We
y'all
do
that
not.
shit like, babe, where's my socks?
But we're not trying to gauge the room to see if you still upset. We know y'all upset. No,
we
we
looking
don't.
for the sock because you moved it.
Yeah, you moved my fucking socks.
Where'd you put it?
No, your socks, I done wash clothes, put the clothes away. Your socks is in the motherfucking drawer where they always are after I wash clothes.
Well, then go get it.
No shit. No, nigga, you don't get it.
No, because y'all ask stupid shit. I could be watching the game. You motherfucker go, are you watching the game?
That's your fault.
Are you watching? Are you watching the game?
You gonna ask a stupid question.
Y'all still ask stupid ass questions.
Now, have you seen my...
If you know if I wash clothes and the clothes and shit and put away, your shit is where
then I would say, where's my socks? Maybe I looked in there and didn't see them.
And also, Nakia, where's my sock?
All your socks is in one drawer. You only got
She just talked to him.
Nakia, where's my sock? Have you seen my sock? Is a logical question. That's not gauging any temperature. Y'all ask stupid questions like, you think Jesus ever had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
I ain't never asked no stupid shit like that.
Like, I don't know.
But
you just trying to start a conversation.
I think the main thing was he's got all the clothes and he asked her to push the button and she said, which button?
Which one?
And it's only one. Now you tell me who's really trying to gauge.
Well, no, because see, we want to know, do you want me to push the button that's on the wall or do you want to push your button? Which button?
I almost called you a bitch. Literally almost.
You ever call me a bitch, I will fuck your ass up.
No, I almost called you a bitch.
You was so close.
You was right there. I was about to push the button.
Which one? Which she said? Which one? This one? No, the other one.
Yeah, Nakia, that'll get somebody punched.
Yeah, let's go get the bitch.
What's the dumbest question you've ever been asked?
What's the dumbest question I ever been asked?
Yeah, from a guy, and you were just like, you know what? This ain't gonna work with him.
When I already told you that I'm busy, I'm doing something or something or other, well, can I come by and get a quickie? Nigga, didn't I just tell your ass I was busy? Fuck you.
Oh, wow, Nakia.
But it's gonna be real quick.
Yeah, you angry?
You just stick your ass out the door.
If I've already told you a reason why I don't want you to come by.
But I at least got to know for sure you don't even want a quickie. You might want a quickie. You might say, okay, well, just come by and hit and go.
Because a question like that sounds like he only asked because you caved before.
Yeah.
You were like, all right.
Because I wouldn't have asked you that if you never gave in before on that.
No.
Yeah, he know you somebody he ain't got to talk to. He's like,
let me just come by. The monthly visitor is here. Well, can I get some ketchup on my hot dog? Nigga, no.
Well, can you suck my dick? How about that one?
Hell no.
There's nothing wrong with your mouth.
Ugh, I just got that, Nakia.
No. If you tell me you're on your period, then I figure your mouth game is good.
But I would offer that if I was in the mood to do that.
No, this is my house.
Nakia, a guy said, can I have some ketchup on my hot dog?
Yeah, that is nasty.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have fucked with him no more.
Can I get some vinegar on my chitlins?
Never did.
Yeah, that's a little
fucked up
that's
reference.
a little much. Yeah, I don't.
Ketchup on my hot dog.
Yeah, ketchup on. I mean, did you laugh at least?
I said, you nasty motherfucker.
Yeah, he might have something, Nakia.
Yeah, you might have.
That's a little risky.
Yeah.
I am not an asshole. I am an angel.
Ask everybody.
Disguised as an asshole.
Ask everybody. But I'm a sweet angel.
I'll ask Brownie.
Maybe a little crack, but it's still there.
Nakia, what's your favorite dessert?
Everything.
Ketchup.
Ooh, no.
Nigga, say.
I almost got in trouble for this too. So,
I used to know somebody used to eat ketchup packages too.
Hot fudge sundae with whipped cream and extra nuts.
So why'd you almost get in trouble?
Because she like extra nuts.
Because I posted that on Facebook saying I wanted
extra nuts.
Oh yeah.
And then my DMs.
Your DMs blew up. Yeah, your DMs blew up.
Trying to get that hot.
I'm pretty sure Wonzer hit you too.
Trying to get that hot fudge.
We're not friends on Facebook, but like someone who used to make fun of me in high school. I've known this fool since we were in elementary school. Used to always make fun of me. Always talk shit.
So,
and all of a sudden he was like, well, if you need some help, let me know.
Nakia, what is extra nuts? Is that when they give you nuts, you look at the nuts and you say, give me some more?
Can I have another handful?
That means when they give you some, you always want more than what they gave you.
Oh, she's like a lot of nuts.
I like nuts.
In your mouth.
Yeah. Oh, my fault, Nakia. I thought she was gonna go, yeah. Nakia, the first time you licked some balls, how did you feel afterwards? Did you feel like you let yourself down?
No.
Was it degrading?
Did you feel like you just licked the elephant?
I used to watch tape, so I used to watch Vanessa Del Rio and see how she did it and emulate her.
So you always wanted to lick some balls in your lifetime?
It's part of the job.
Was it everything you thought it was?
I mean, I got the reaction I was looking for.
Oh, that's
you got your bills paid. Look here, on Fridays.
Got that light bill.
Thanks for preempting Friday.
I didn't do nothing. I just told y'all what my
No, you said extra nuts. The nuts did it. You know damn well if you in a room full of dudes and you say, I like extra nuts, we know that means something different.
No, that's because y'all nasty. I wasn't needing that. The whole post was never about that. It was about a fucking ice cream sundae, hot fudge sundae, with whipped cream and nuts.
Extra.
That's kind of a boring
dessert. So was it covered with the nuts when the guy put the extra on? Is it covered?
Oh, hell yeah. It's covered.
You just crunching nuts.
I ended up coming home and making my own and just, like, I had a jar of peanuts and I just started crushing them up and putting them on top.
You can't make no sundae at your house.
Yeah, it's melted by then.
No, I bought the sundae and brought it home and put extra nuts on it.
But by the time you get home, it's melted. Don't you live like a long way?
Not when the place is right around the corner.
You know, I was doing DoorDash the other day, and people ordering a lot of like stuff like that, and I was like, ain't nobody finna order no ice cream. It just has, people do it all the time.
So you had to walk it up to the door?
Nah, I ain't getting out the car.
Oh, you don't get out the car?
Nah. I'll take my girl with me. I'm not getting out the car.
Then you ain't DoorDashing.
I just whip in the whip. You know what I'm saying?
You're like, take this to 7A.
Because look, no, and look, I'm going to give y'all some game, because I really had to think about, because I work, she works, and then I work during the time that she's off. Mm-hmm. So I was like, damn, we don't really get to kick it. So I had to figure out a way that we can actually get a chance to kind of chill, spend some time together, kicking it at it. So I was like, yo, let's just DoorDash. We can make some money, drive around for like 2 hours.
And talk.
Chop it up, you know, throw a movie on.
Yeah, and talk.
Yeah.
So,
because if not,
be my security late at night.
Yeah.
Dashing late at night.
Right.
My security.
Because if not, I'm going to have to talk to you at the house, nigga.
Watch it out for me when I would go, whatever. And he was like, no, you ain't going over there. Hold on. Call their ass first. But then he would be sitting in the car watching a movie.
Now, but here's the thing.
Yeah, that's how you do that.
Now here's the thing. He said, I don't want you to go do that, but you did it only because he was in the car. How could he get his big ass out the car and you stay in the car?
Because he's not doing it.
Because he's not going to walk up there because I think when I did it with him, I was on Postmates. And with Postmates, they can see your picture.
Yeah,
you can't be no random motherfucker.
Yeah, if it's a stranger bringing your food up, nigga, don't open that door. He already got the driver.
Yeah. So you got a Russian dude.
Yeah, he already one felony in, nigga. Don't open that door.
Nakia, you never had no extra nuts delivered to you?
No, I never had no extra nuts.
You get a knock on your door. I have the nuts you ordered.
In my hand.
I have the extra nuts you ordered.
Nakia,
that's so fucking big.
Nakia, what food item is your weakness?
Ice cream.
You can't say no. I think it's ice cream too. That's why I asked her.
Crushed nuts.
What's my weakness?
Food.
Yeah, food wise.
Cannot say no.
Food wise, I can't.
You seem like
it's not gonna be ice cream because I can always say no to ice cream.
Can you say no to a bowl of chitlins?
Because I can always get ice cream whenever I want it. So I can always say no. It's gonna be like it smells like maybe peach cobbler.
Oh.
I know it's a good.
But it's got to be the right person's peach cobbler.
That's kind of hard to find.
Any peach cobbler.
Yeah, you know that's what it is. It's got to be a really good peach cobbler, like the
patty
one
pie.
That I used to really love. I'm gonna miss it because she passed away.
Who?
Hang on once.
Yeah.
Who?
It's a friend of mine. So this the fucked up part. I've been telling people about this all week. Fucked up part was they had a 70th birthday party for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Someone came with COVID.
Oh man.
The guest of honor got sick, and 2 months later died. The family never told people at the party that someone had COVID, and we've now found out that 7 people that went to that party ended up catching COVID and dying within 2 months.
I told you that shit is like the Philly blunt. It just get passed around.
That's funny.
No, and nobody wore a mask.
Nobody wore a mask, nothing.
And Nick, I'm gonna have to take this. This shit smell good. God damn.
So Pops, say it again. So hold on, Nakia.
Candles.
Little promo real quick.
Is that one of your candles?
Listen, y'all. Listen, Nakia. Me and my wife, we just spent all the other day re-upping handmade candles, and you can rub the oil on your skin. You see, my Pops is roiling on himself.
I don't even want to light it. I just want to rub the shit on my skin when I get out the shower.
Yo, and listen, and the smell on the oils, she did a really good job because it lasts all day. So it's not gonna fade. It ain't gonna make you stink when it rub with your sweat, you know. And if you black, you know, you're supposed to use oils instead of lotion. I don't know if y'all know that, but.
Well, I mix oil with my lotion.
Nakia, I'm gonna tag you on the page on Instagram. So if you can't order, we're gonna do a special too because there's a Hebrew holiday coming up. So we're gonna do buy one get the other one, like a certain percentage off all the Rollout family. So go to House of Yahweh on Instagram and check out the candles, y'all. I'll put
you can't spell it, you don't want it.
And Pops, does it smell good or not?
Yeah, it's really this because I was like,
he been fingering the candle for 30 minutes, y'all.
My bad. Because he threatened me not to take it home, but I'm taking it home.
Pops, if you want to use it, go ahead and take it home.
No, it's not gonna be you. I'm gonna be doing more than
let me know what Michelle thinks too.
She ain't getting it.
Well, I know she'll smell it though. Let me know what she thinks. All right, Nakia, we trying to get out of here, Nakia.
Oh, yeah. I gotta go pick kids up. I think.
You know, Haley was trying to come by. I told her, she was like,
I had some clothes for her, but I think she don't want to come by no more.
I think she just said she just got back in town. I'm gonna tell her.
Oh, that's right. She got a man. That's what it is. That's what's changed.
Let me FaceTime her.
Yeah, she got a man.
Yeah, Haley's
anytime a woman don't have a man, get a man. She shake everybody.
Haley.
All her good friends.
Haley.
Hey, wee.
Hey, wee. Answer my FaceTime. We on air, Haley.
I got clothes for you. What the fuck?
Why are you on FaceTime? You're not putting me on FaceTime, are you?
No, but I'm talking to you because we still on air. Oh. So my dad said he has a bunch of clothes for you.
The ones I don't wear anymore because I've lost weight.
And we were saying that since you got a man, you don't come around no more.
Yeah, you shook us. But the clothes ain't here. They're at home because you didn't let me know you were coming.
Right,
or you can come on Freaky Friday.
All right, well, tell the fans where they can go and help support your organization.
Can they even hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so, Love Wonzer Foundation. You can hit us up on Facebook or Instagram, or you just go to our website, which is lovewonzerfoundation.com. We're actually going to be in Oakland, not this Saturday, but next Saturday to feed the homeless. We'll be in Miami in November, and you can catch us on an episode of Black Ink on VH1 in January.
Yeah, I heard about that. I saw that.
Yeah.
There you go.
That was all last minute, so that was like dope.
Congratulations on that, Haley. All right, well, we about to get off air, so I just wanted to call you and let you know what's up. Let the people know.
Appreciate you guys, but I'll see you guys in a second.
All right, for sure. So make sure you guys support Love My Neighbor Foundation. Send some clothes. Let's make it happen, y'all.
Been a long day. I would have Wonzer give his information, but he's talking to his daughter.
Yeah.
Your daughter still on the phone?
Hey, listen, y'all. So I'm trying to get some footage of them playing racquetball.
I beat the brakes off his friend.
Because that's what they keep saying every day. So I'm trying to go up there and get the full game for you guys, so our Patreon subscribers can watch the racquetball tournament they putting on. And if you want to have them, if y'all want to see them compete in any other sports, let me know. We could try some other stuff.
Or if you want to play me in racquetball,
let's make it a
Where's Will at?
Let's make it let's make it like let's pick different sports though. I want to pick something different.
Racquetball's pretty different, man. Everybody can play racquetball.
Damn. Yeah, but racquetball is dangerous though, Pops.
No, it ain't.
Yeah.
It's dangerous if you don't know how to play.
I seen the dude crack his orbital bone.
Oh, because he didn't have the glasses.
He ran into the wall.
Oh yeah.
You know, he tripped. He tripped in it. Yeah, and smack. Tripped right into the wall.
Stumbleina. I be telling Wonzer because he wears the wrong kind of shoes. He be wearing like Gumbies.
So hold on. You gotta say this too. If I was you, I would get either legit basketball shoes,
or a gum bottom shoe.
The racquetball shoes, because the racquetball shoes have a gum bottom. Yeah. But what I learned with the racquetball shoes is the gum bottom on the racquetball shoe is thicker.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit thicker than whatever traditional basketball shoes. I don't know what that's for, but and they're not flat. So I don't know if you noticed that. The racquetball shoes have like a little roundish to them on the bottom.
Didn't notice that.
Basketball shoes are relatively flat because they don't want you to roll your ankle. So get you some racquetball shoes if you're going to play.
And if you need a racket, I have it. If you hear it in the Valley or L.A. and you play racquetball, now if you one of them niggas that you've been playing for years,
come by.
I'll play.
Yeah, let's see.
You might win. You might not.
Ain't nobody been playing racquetball for years, Pops.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it ain't that popular. Yeah. Whoever still got racquetball skills, they ain't practicing in a long time.
So I can probably get them.
It'd be even fight.
So bring your ass is what I'm saying. Speedy is funny on everything. The Speedy IZ funny on everything. Comedian Speedy on Facebook because they wouldn't let me use. It's Donald Caldwell on Facebook, but hey, it is what it is. Happy birthday goes out to Prince Harry, who is 37 years old. From
the redhead guy.
Yeah, him. Oh. Tom Hardy is 44. You know who that is, right?
No, but I watched a documentary the other day that said all the presidents are related.
Yeah.
This little white girl did a chart in her school. It's pretty interesting.
That's the guy playing Venom, the new Venom.
Oh yeah, that dude's a good actor.
Yeah,
Hardy's a good actor.
He's also in that movie. I told you to watch Rock and Roller.
Right.
He's also
Tom Hardy's a good actor.
So in the movie, I got to do this part. So in the movie, he tells Gerard Butler, who's his friend, man, I'm about to go to jail, and I wish it's just one thing I want to do before I go to jail. He's like, yeah, so whatever you want to do. You want to go some bitches? What you want to do? Whatever you want to do, we could do it. He says, I want to do you. Gerard went, what?
Well, you got to practice.
He get out the car. You fucking homo, you're a homo. He go through all that whole shit. I guess he let him hook him up, whatever. So he thought he was going to jail. He don't go to jail.
That's funny.
So Gerard shows up back to their little spot where all the dudes hang out. He's like, "Where's old boy at?" He said, "He didn't have to go to jail." He's like, "Huh?" No, he said he went to court. We haven't heard anything. So my man comes up behind him. He goes, "Hey, I didn't have to go to jail." Gerard goes, "Get the fuck out of here!" He's hot as fish grease.
That's funny.
And find out it was a prank.
No,
he wasn't. Yeah, I thought it was fucking. Anyway.
Yeah.
Also, birthday celebrating today is Tommy Lee Jones, is 75 years old. Nipsey Russell, the actor, was born today. Dennis Schroeder is 28 years old. Dang. Lost all that money.
Lost a lot of money, Playboy. 80 million.
Josh Richardson is 28 years old.
Josh Richardson, who's that?
Basketball player.
Josh Richardson.
Plays for, I think he played for Miami at one time. Richardson. You know Josh Richardson. Two guard.
Oh, he plays for Dallas right now.
Yeah. Oliver Stone is 75 years old. Jerron, I think is how you say it. Jackson Jr.
Oh, Jared Jackson Jr. plays for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, 22 years old today.
He only 22?
Yeah.
He's been in the league like 3 or 4 years.
Jason Terry is 44.
Shout out to one of my favorite players.
Michael Dunleavy, 41 years old.
I like
Junior.
Dunleavy. Yeah, played for the Bulls and Duke.
Dan Marino, 60 years old, same age as me. He's a few weeks older than me.
Anytime I think about Dan Marino, I think about Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Oh, yeah, he was good on that. Never got a ring. Almost got a ring.
Really?
Didn't get it. Never got a ring.
Best player never win?
Never got a ring. Peter Carroll, 70 years
Pete Carroll?
Pete Carroll, 70 years old too.
His name is Peter?
Well,
yeah, you don't want to say Peter. That's it.
On this day, 9/15, September 15th, this show first aired 2001. My kids still watch it to this day. Proud Family. I love the Proud Family. Great show. Tommy Davidson killed that. Also on this date, 2014, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Ray J became Ray J, not Brandy's brother.
So I told you, Pops, I had an argument with somebody about Ray J being legendary.
Hey, he's done it all.
When you add it up.
Hit some of the coldest ones.
When you add it up.
Hit some of the coldest ones. Also on this date, 2019, the song Rockstar by Post Malone became the #1 song in the country at that time. Also on this date, 1977. You wasn't born, Nick.
Nope.
The hit TV show Chips about Highway Patrol.
Oh, yeah.
His #1 show.
Ain't that Will's favorite show? Didn't he say that?
That's probably what drove him to become a Highway Patrol officer. Also on this date, 1955, I wasn't even born. I Spy, starring Bill Cosby.
I never seen that.
Now Eddie redid it, and it was terrible. But the original version of I Spy, which was a TV show, was really good. If you get a chance to watch it, it's really, really good. And it's about these two guys who are friends, but they're, you know, trying to solve shit, whatever. Also on this date, 1986, L.A. Law. I don't know if you ever watched that. It was like a law
crime show.
A crime show, but mostly based in L.A. That's what happened on, you know, this time. Wonzer, give me information.
Just as I put a Dorito in my mouth.
Yeah, well, put shit in your mouth.
So you guys can come
Bring
on
out
over.
nuts too.
Nah, no sir, not me.
not me, sir.
Oh no, sir. You guys can follow me at my name at Anthony Wonzer on all platforms. Come on over and check me out.
And if you want to meet him, man, he's gonna be at Philippe's thing on Thursday, next Thursday, not this Thursday.
Yeah, come on out.
Yeah, say something to Wonzer, man.
Come say something.
Now you're not gonna believe this. It's hard to believe, but he closes very well on female. Never thought he could. Motherfucker's rate is almost 100.
It is almost 100.
Almost 100.
It's damn close.
I think when you miss is because you say, I'm cool.
I'm good.
But you know, I noticed though. I just think as a man, you just got way better chance to end up with a fine female than a woman has to end up with a good dude. You know what I'm saying?
They shooting in the dark.
Like there's way more finer females.
Yeah.
That ain't got nothing going for them than there is good-looking dudes who got a lot going for them. You know what I'm saying? Like
if he does have something going on for him,
he's not picking her.
What I want you for?
Yeah, I'm not gonna pick. That's what I'm saying. So your pool is bigger,
right?
Because all you looking for is a bad chick.
Yep.
And there's a lot of those.
And we don't have all these other standards.
That's what I'm saying.
This much money, you got to be this tall.
Right. All you need is her to look good.
Bullshit.
That's one thing. That's one goal she got to keep.
Yeah, that's easy.
Is look good.
That's why you know women can be saved and men can't.
Right.
You can go to Walmart. The greeter can be beautiful.
Right.
She can be saved today.
All she need is booty, nigga. And a nigga take her right up out of Walmart.
Right.
She don't have to be able to cook. Nothing. All she need is have a nice body and nigga scoop her right up out the Walmart.
Yep.
That nigga be in there with abs and everything. It don't matter, nigga.
Girl,
he gotta be funny.
Saved.
Yeah, he gotta be funny, have abs. Nigga be able to build.
And here's the thing.
Have a good family rapport. Know your father.
Can't have baby mamas.
The chick can be 5'1".
Right. It don't
be
matter.
a Walmart greeter. And just have a fat ass
with coke glasses.
big titties,
nigga. Somebody take
and a nice face.
And if she light skinned, she out of there, nigga. They gonna come get her tonight.
You can't have a really nice looking.
I want to apologize.
Nigga, you see that bad bitch at Walmart? Niggas was pulling up, nigga.
You can't have a nice looking dude.
All the women are beautiful.
5'5".
Not the greeter.
I'm just saying that's true, Wonzer.
Walmart greeter and get saved.
Yeah.
You saving Walmart?
No, because it don't matter what the dude look like, because the woman's gonna say, "Why is he at Walmart?" So he could be 6'6",
and the first thing they're thinking about
abbed up,
is their girlfriends.
Right.
Where is he? What does he do?
Right.
He's at Walmart.
He works out. He's a Walmart greeter. But us, if you ask me, if I had this bad bitch with a,
we not even finna ask that. Why would we care what she does?
You
nigga?
don't give
hopefully nothing. Nigga.
But even if you did, you would go.
Like, what do you mean, Nick? She's
a greeter. Look, you go. She's a greeter.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope.
Oh, hey, we is here. Hey, we. Oh, she got a man. Hey, we got a man. She shook us, nigga.
Hey, hold up, Haley, you got a man?
Yeah, that's why she got her glasses on. She
What?
never wear glasses. She got a man, so she don't need.
I got a man. What's your man got to do with me?
I got a man.
You got a man.
Hey, we got a
Haley.
That means she get dick on
Dang.
the regular.
All them times I used
Get dick on the regular. You waking up with dick in your room.
Yeah. I hope that nigga don't slice your tires up.
You don't. Hey, don't fuck up.
Don't get him no samurai sword for his birthday.
Little bit of get on you, homie. Now Haley will not introduce us to the guy.
What?
No, she not.
Haley.
No,
come
we
on.
pick him apart.
He's a working man, so.
You just call us lazy?
He's a greeter. He's a greeter.
No, I'm just saying he got a job.
Now, did you
he
save
don't work
him?
every single fucking day.
He works every single day.
At your house, clean.
Maybe.
I've never seen you with glasses on.
Her man.
That's how I know you got a man. You ain't got your hair done. You ain't got.
You look like you was gonna come in here like this, Haley. I have those files you wanted.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and put them right there.
Yeah, you got the file.
Oh my.
File them over here.
Mm.
Hello, Haley.
Hello,
How are you
guys.
doing?
I'm good.
I'm happy for you. You got a little glow to you.
Haley got the dirty secretary glasses on.
Glasses off.
No, put it back on. I kind of like that. Haley.
Put them
I
back
like
on.
that. Now we look blurry as fuck now.
Yes.
I'm a giant blob over here.
Put them back on. I was getting happy.
How you been doing, Haley? No, I have 2 bags
Okay.
of clothes and hats. And do you do hats?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got wear the hats in the car.
Okay.
No, I don't. I didn't bring the truck. Fuck.
And what do you do to these clothes?
She give them away.
Oh, that's right.
You got stuff to give away?
That's right.
You've been downtown.
I do have some stuff to give away.
Oh, that's right. That's when his mom got on the phone. She said I was cute. And then he kept going.
Speedy.
She didn't say that. She said, "Why are you here?"
That's how we know. That's how we know his mind is starting to go.
Because your mama liked me.
You know.
Because Miss Wonzer thought I was cute.
Where he starts saying delusional things. You know.
Yes.
Again, I don't even put on everything. Well, I'm gonna do it this time. Okay. Everything I love. He goes, "Here's my friend Speedy, who's helping the homeless." And she went, "Oh Lord Jesus, he is so cute." And she started fixing her wig. And she went on and tilted it back to the side. And I said, "Hello, Miss Wonzer."
Haley, here's how you know if this is true or not. All you have to do is look at Speedy and say to yourself, "Would I have said that?"
Handsome.
Would you have looked at Speedy, Haley, and said, "Oh my God, he's so cute"?
Don't you do that, Haley?
Now, if your answer is no, then why would my mama have said that?
So, what have you been doing, girl? We heard a little bit on the radio. I mean, on the phone. But what
Yeah,
we. Is that mic on?
Is it on? Okay. I'm planning to go to Oakland next
What
weekend.
part of Oakland are you?
No idea.
Because it's Richmond. There's
downtown Oakland is where we'll be.
Okay, you're gonna be downtown. Okay, so just so people know, you'll be downtown Oakland.
Downtown Oakland to feed the homeless on I think it's September 25th. Is it? I've never been to Oakland, so.
Yeah, see, I've been going to Oakland since early '90s to do comedy shows. So downtown, where the stadium is, where the Raiders used to play, all that now is pretty much tents and just homeless people. All down by the football stadium. Which I don't know what they're going to do with it now. Well, football and the baseball stadium are pretty much the same thing. But
why are you trying to whisper to Haley with that voice, man? Can you pick up your octaves, please? You hear that, Nick? This is unbelievable.
I'm on the radio. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying. You know, Haley out.
So it's a lot of, and it's a lot of us. Just like it is downtown. It's a lot of us down there. So how long are you guys going to be there? Just like one day or a weekend?
Yeah, I get there Friday, Saturday, come back Sunday. Yep.
And the clothes the stuff to give away is already there?
So we're actually, this is the first time I have volunteers coming with me from here. So they're going to be driving down with a lot of the stuff. But we don't usually give out clothes. We may do like tennis shoes and socks, but we really don't do clothes.
And that's this weekend?
Not this weekend, but the weekend after next. Okay. The 25th, I think.
I'd like to get a room and come on up.
Okay, do your
thing.
That
didn't sound right. That sound
y'all heard her. She said, "Okay,
do your thing."
Yeah,
that sound like so. I'm in
Make
my
sure
room.
you bring them glasses, Haley.
That sound like I'm in my room.
I'm taking.
I'm here, Haley.
She got a man.
I got a
I'm
man.
gonna call Haley.
Haley got
hey,
a man.
Haley, we in room 227. We.
All right. So if someone lives in Oakland and they want to donate and they live there, do they just bring the clothes there to where you're gonna be?
So we're not taking clothes.
No.
Yeah, no. We're only doing
Wait,
food.
how you gonna not take some shit?
I bet the homeless people wouldn't say that.
Hot food because it's different out there, so we don't.
How you gonna speak for them?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's something you gotta tell me off air. Okay.
No. Because usually with the clothes, we've been quarantining them for at least a week.
Oh,
so
that
that's
part.
why we don't even do clothes
gotcha,
out there.
Gotcha. That makes sense. All right. So just food then.
Just food.
But you don't want nobody to bring no food, do you?
No. I mean, they could bring like canned goods and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. And do you want volunteers?
Yes, we always need volunteers.
Get a little closer to the mic.
Yes, we always need volunteers.
Haley, this is
So
serious.
if you want to volunteer, where do they go?
Please either email me at info@lovemyneighborfoundation.com or DM us on Instagram and or Facebook at Love My Neighbor Foundation.
And that's for next Saturday.
Yes, September
Not this
25th,
Saturday, next Saturday.
I think.
Haley, do you take, and I'm serious because mine have seen their day, do you take used underwear? I just have some that I don't plan on wearing no more.
Wonzer.
Long as
Are you
they're
serious?
clean and gently used, yeah.
Gently?
Yeah, they gotta be clean, no holes, no stains.
That was my concern, the stains.
So when you do the
we don't take the
quarantine,
stains.
so do you put them in a certain place? They spray them? What do they do to the clothes?
We just quarantine them for a week or.
And then pass them out.
Speedy, I'm quite sure they wouldn't let you donate any underwear. So
that's the joke she's waiting to do.
So don't.
One thing I've known about Wonzer, he sets up a joke in his mind and then delivers it later.
Figure out how to get it across.
Yeah. So he said one part of the joke when he said about him, and then he waits a second and go, Speedy.
Speedy.
Yeah. So we've realized that. When he just does the one joke, it's funny as fuck. When he try to add on to it, some other bullshit. So if you live in Oakland and then the next city is where?
Miami in November.
Downtown Miami Beach?
Yes, more than likely downtown Miami.
Wow.
That's our last
I know
one.
you're staying longer down in Miami. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oakland only gets you for one day.
I've never been to Miami either, so.
Oh, you get a chance to see. I've been everywhere.
Okay, yeah. I haven't been to many places. I've never been to Harlem when we fed in Harlem.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Harlem's different now than it was when I used to. When I used to get a haircut. You haven't gotten anyway.
Wow.
See how you get that to come on back.
Yeah, no.
My birthday coming up. You ready to ride your bike?
Yes. Was it on the 21st?
What the fuck? It's the 21st, next Tuesday.
Yeah, I just said 21st.
No, you were guessing, Haley.
But I guessed right, Speedy.
Did you put the lights on your bike?
No, I'm coming to you for the lights.
Is your guy coming?
More than likely, no.
Why not?
Speedy,
you don't work that night.
Questions.
You don't want him to.
He works a lot, actually.
Nigga don't work 24/7.
I think you need a dude that has time for you.
I don't think she has a man.
He ain't got time for you.
I think she got a drawer.
He has enough time for me.
He works all the time.
Yeah, you just said he works
He
all
can't
the
even
time.
ride a bike at night.
Anybody can ride a bike at night.
You know, we just want the best for you, Haley.
You scared we're going to fuck it up.
Maybe.
Haley, we want the best for you. I got time. During the day, the night.
He makes time. That's why I was a little bit late today. He made some time.
Got an afternoon one in, huh?
I'll be there
Yeah, you did.
Be
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Put your homeless clothes on when I get there.
Homeless clothes.
Put some shelter shit on.
I wonder if she got all kinds of creams hanging out her bag. Look,
you all in my purse. Why you in my purse?
Hand clap.
Yes.
Sister. I love when you come by. Just so
I miss you guys.
Oh, I miss you too.
Got a man, so
I miss you too, Haley.
You my brother. Remember, you eventually got to meet him. So I asked him if he wanted to come today, but he was out the door working.
Is he little? A little guy?
What is a little guy?
Wonzer.
He's bigger and taller than me. So
still not a bar. It still needs something. I need something else to work with.
He's taller than me in heels. How about that?
Okay, is he taller than Wonzer?
I don't know.
He must not be.
He is not a midget.
I asked the question.
I'm about 6
foot.
Because
you said he's taller than you in heels. When you have your heels on, he's. Okay, I got what you're referencing.
So he's about 5'9".
He's taller than me. Yeah,
That's 5'5".
That's not a.
Haley, you're what, 5'1", 5'2"?
So taller than you is a lot.
So I'm gonna say 5'4", 5'5". 5'5". Ain't no
5'5".
dude. Ain't no dude 5'4". So
Is
I'm
he
gonna say
Pacquiao?
5'5" is at least man height.
Pacquiao.
Because you what, 5'7"?
No, come on, man. I'll be trying to take inches.
You're like
from me.
Mayweather height. 5'5".
No, I'm 5'9".
Nigga, if I will throw this.
Why you scrunch your face up?
How tall are you, Speedy? You're about
6 feet.
You're 6 feet.
Nigga 6 feet. Brooklyn 6'2".
Nah, Bug's like 6'3.5".
There you go.
Yeah, Bug's like 6'3".
Yeah, he keeps it growing. Hopefully get it growing. But I'm happy for you.
When were you the tallest person in the class? Because girls usually stop growing early.
Never.
No, for real? You don't have like an early growth spurt for everybody else?
No.
Oh, I didn't know. Shit.
He was asking me.
Yeah. Usually people, even if a girl's like 5 feet, usually like in second grade, she was the tallest person in her class.
At some point.
In the second grade right there. She was the teacher.
That's what I'm saying. She's probably a giant in the first grade. You know what I'm saying?
No, never was.
Punking the kids, you did.
She walked into
will
class.
punk a kid.
Hey, we.
What are you talking about?
Haley, I've seen the other side of you.
That was my younger. Me working.
Well, you
So I was
cussed me
working
out
with-
behind some corn dogs. And I
Because
felt
you was
that
eating
was
like
wrong.
4 corn dogs. Those
But
for the
nobody else
volunteers.
wanted them,
You
Haley.
haven't even asked anybody if they
Well, I
wanted
thought they
them.
would ask me for them.
You walked away in the corner, away from everybody else. How they gonna ask?
And Haley went, how many are left, Speedy? I went,
1.
He was like, what? I said you wanted.
Speedy.
Motherfucking cheese. That's when I don't eat. You know I don't eat cheese anymore.
Oh,
I don't put
good.
cheese on nothing.
I'm not gay no more.
I'm trying to cut that out.
I'm
myself.
delivered.
I'm delivered.
Yeah, I don't eat
I
cheese.
like women.
I was just talking about this the other day. If I can go without any food item, I don't mess with cheese. The only thing I would sacrifice and eat cheese on is pizza.
Yeah,
because you know they have pizza, they don't have cheese on. You could do pizza without cheese. They have vegan pizza.
Then I'm not gonna eat.
That's what I said too. I'm not eating that either. So
like, if I'm gonna do a diet, like I'm not the dude to do the rice cakes. I'm like, then I just don't eat what I'm gonna eat. If I gotta eat a rice cake. That shit's horrible.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
give the information one more time for
Love My Nerd Foundation. You can find that on Instagram and Facebook.
And she's taken.
I am taken, so I can't give you my IG.
Don't go in her DM, leaving pics.
Don't go in her DMs. I'm already in there. It's full.
Is Wonzer on a naked bike?
Oh my gosh, no way.
All my
when you gonna bring your bike
skates.
by? You got to bring it by soon, so I can put it.
Okay, we'll talk off air about it.
Wow, Haley.
I don't got a bike right now. I'm just trying to play it off. As you talk about the bike.
Tell
So
him
I'm
to buy
trying
you
to.
one. Like, that's how you find out if y'all.
Yeah,
really
since
gonna
he
be
works
together.
so much.
Yeah,
He should have some bike money.
You got look
calm
here. We'll
down.
help you out. When he ended up just go, God, I wish I had a bike. If he just keep going with his conversation,
All my friends
he
got
ain't gonna
bikes.
get you one. If he go, well, what kind of bike you looking for, baby? I just want a little something to ride, and he should jump in. But if you go, man, I wish I had a bike, and he go, damn, the game on.
Or he says, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, if you hear damn, that's crazy, you ain't getting the bike.
Man, that's
here.
crazy.
You just come borrow one of the bikes at the house.
Okay.
All right.
I'll keep that in mind.
Or also another thing he'll do when you say you want a bike, all of a sudden he'll throw this big guilt trip on you to make you try to feel bad for him. He's like, "Did I tell you about my grandma? Like one of
fell on the bike.
her lungs just collapsed, and we just don't know."
Now you
can't
gonna ask for some shit, and
right?
Grammy's about to go.
Right.
Can't do
Exactly.
that.
Don't you miss all this shit? Haley?
I do. I miss you guys.
We miss you.
Aw.
I was so happy when I saw that because I actually saw. I guess you posted it. The show.
Oh yeah.
So I thought it was
About
dope.
the VH1.
We do miss you. I was just asking Speedy for your phone number and address.
And he didn't give it to you,
He
right?
did not.
I
He
know.
did not.
He
He did not.
got a man.
He did not give
Got
it
a
to me.
man. He's 5'4", but it's her man.
Mm.
Leave him alone.
He lifts
I didn't
weights.
say that.
And he's
He
busy.
does lift
And he
weights.
works 24/7.
She said he does lift weights.
Oh yeah, he definitely short there. He lifting weights.
I'll tell you what. Send him to play racquetball with me and Speedy.
Oh, can you play racquetball?
I don't know. I don't think so.
If he beats us in a game, you can keep him.
Hilarious.
He must prove himself worthy of you.
My daughter works.
Oh gosh, I can't with y'all.
We love you.
Love you guys.
So,
Hey man, shout out to Blue Mitchell. We miss you, brother. His bike ride, he definitely would have been on that bike ride. So we definitely miss him.
Definitely.
Miss Charity Cassidy.
Cha-cha.
Miss Natalie DeSalle. Shout out to her
Shout out
as
to
well.
Miss Natalie DeSalle Reed.
Shout out to my son, DR3.
Big dog.
Love you, boy. Great show. Shout out to my partner in crime over there.
Yep.
I'm trying to learn how to do the board, but for some reason he keeps
For-
hiding all the
for what?
equipment for it, so I can't figure it out.
he's sick. We sick, boss.
Yeah.
Hey, he not here. We don't have no show.
Yeah, for
That's how that
what?
goes. Tomorrow, it's Let Danny Tell It.
Let Danny tell it.
And
Yeah.
I think she got a special guest, but she didn't want to say who it was. But she do have.
That's a
some-
shocker because she hates guessing.
Yeah, because they.
Oh, she doesn't like guests on her show?
Yeah, hell no.
She wants to talk the whole time by herself?
It's about hey, it's about it's.
It's
it is
called
ask-
Let
the
Danny
show
Tell
is
It.
Let
So
Danny-
She is a
Danny
woman.
needs to tell it. So
Can't
yeah.
tell it if somebody else in the room.
Yeah.
See, she won't tell us about her man.
Damn.
Might as well say let Haley tell it.
Huh?
See?
If you hung, you can hear.
Huh?
I never thought about
Yeah,
that.
if you
man.
hung,
I
you
gotta
can hear
remember
it.
that.
Oh.
Huh? What you say?
My granddad used to
How
say
you know I
that.
said that?
If you hung, you can hear it now.
That sounds like something that would be said right before ass whooping.
Yeah.
If you hung, you can hear. Come over.
Yeah.
Come here, boy.
If you hung, you can hear, boy.
And bring that belt with you.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Why is it over there though? That's the cold part. You gotta bring it to her.
You got to come. You got to travel to your ass whooping. Come here.
Did you get whipped?
Quick
as a
question
kid
for you,
with
Haley.
a switch?
Is your guy from here or is he from a different
Thailand?
nigga? I'm supposed to do this goddamn handle that shit.
He's originally from West Coast or East Coast, but he was raised in Northern California.
Oh, okay. Well, he going back home? Is he going up there with you?
Maybe.
I'm going to tell you right now, we cheat on the East Coast.
This nigga said we.
I'm tell you that right now.
He was
See, wasn't-
raised.
when you do that, that's when you funny.
My
No,
uncle
but-
cheated. My granddaddy used to I cheat. Every,
He said
all my friends on the East Coast cheat.
Before we go, so he
That's
grew up
funny.
on East Coast, West Coast. So we were talking about when you go to jail, and I was like, yeah, you people go, what set you from, or are you from what neighborhood? That's how they do. He said the dude went, hey, nigga, how small is that community if somebody in jail go, your daddy named Wonzer, what's your daddy name?
They go by names.
Like names.
Just like when you go to the barbershop.
Yeah, like
don't they always say, "Who your daddy?"
Yeah, like a
right?
nickname. Yeah,
Same
here
thing.
we say, "Where you from? What part of the city you from?"
Yeah,
no,
we
do that.
yeah.
But shit, if you locked up in this city, you probably from this city.
No, but no, you saying so on the East Coast, it's more relatable to the actual person.
Right.
Out here, it just matters the neighborhood you're from.
Right now.
Yeah, so out here it's more geographical than the direct relationship.
Right. And they'll go, well, I'm from off 88th and Norman. Oh, nigga, you know so and so, and that's how I go.
Well, there all the families know each other.
Yeah. And so the dude recognized him and knew his daddy.
That's hilarious.
Told me my daddy had a Rolls Royce.
And I was like, what did he come pick you up here?
Now, when I met my dad that one time, he had his mom's car. And the headliner was on our heads, and the sunroof had that white silicone.
What did he take you to go see? So his first movie his dad takes you to go see is
the Quincy Jones movie, which obviously was not for us. I was 12 years old. Why would I want to see a Quincy Jones documentary? So as I got older, I realized, wait a minute, this nigga didn't take us to the movies. He took himself to the movies.
And y'all was a part of the get there.
He just had to take us with him.
But at least now you know. But think about this: if he would have took you to see somebody else, you wouldn't have remembered.
You remember the Quincy story?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You'd have went and see some BS, you wouldn't have remembered.
But I guess you would remember the one movie you saw with your daddy.
With green eyes. His daddy had green eyes.
Yeah.
You sure it's your daddy?
That's what I've been told. You know how that is.
Well, Grammy told you.
Goddamn! Stop asking me, goddamn it, who your daddy is. Don't ask me no
grandma.
more.
Grandma, no. Fantastic show, man. Thank y'all for listening. Appreciate that. We're back here on Freaky Friday. On Friday, we got some people. I'm going to make sure Maestro gets here, so we'll have Maestro come hang out with us. Haley will be gone. You'll be here? Well, you got to come by and get the clothes. Well, you got to ask your manager you can come by on Freaky Friday. You just can't show up.
You can't just come no more.
You can't come. Well.
You know, hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Don't get technical on me.
Anyway, we'll be back here Friday. Don't forget, man, if you're going to go on the bike ride on Tuesday, it's coming Tuesday, you live here, you got to have a bike. Hopefully you have it. You don't have to have it lit up. Just go to the 99-cent store, get a light in the front, light in the back. Just show up. Also, too, you got to get your T-shirt. So it's a number. Text that number, give me your shirt size, your name, and that way you'll have a T-shirt. When you show up, we have T-shirts for you.
If you're bigger than a 5X, don't be in public. Okay?
Don't come.
Oh, man. Oris is showing up. He's a 5.
I said bigger than a 5X.
Oh, we only got 2 5X. We got 1
1
5X, 1 4X.
They got bikes?
Nigga, I will hit you with this goddamn microphone.
That's a great question, Wonzer. What bike weight size says plus 350, nigga?
I think somebody's going to be pulling them in wagons.
I think 210 is the max, nigga, on any...
You gonna watch them wheels fold up and get crushed under that pressure?
Yeah, it's going to be a lowrider bike in a minute.
Hey, man, that's my friend.
That's your friend. But you better tell your friend to bring his bike to your house so y'all can reinforce it.
Yeah, ride a tricycle, nigga.
Put some steel plates in it.
Yeah, he gonna have to ride something else because that
and
ain't
also
going.
too on Thursday we doing the party.
It's gonna sound like Debo coming.
Oh shit! Put y'all's change away. Hide y'all sandwiches.
Oh shit! Put your snacks up. Or it's coming.
Hey, put that chicken sandwich.
Nah, fuck that. I'm just gonna tuck mine in.
I'm gonna just eat mine real quick.
And then Sunday we're gonna be at Venice Beach, man. So that's kind of like the pre-birthday. So if y'all want to come to Venice Beach,
what y'all doing at Venice?
They ride the bike.
We riding.
Okay.
Nick, you said you gonna ride.
I got the scooter for you, Nick.
I might come down on Sunday.
Nick, I got the scooter for you.
I ain't do no birthday celebrations.
Yeah, he said he let you roll the scooter.
If you want to do the scooter on Sunday, you got 28 miles.
I might come down Sunday. I'll do Sunday.
Just put it in the back of the car.
I'll bring it.
Yeah, I'll rock Sunday. I'm not trying to do no birthday, what you call it, though. But
it ain't a birthday, right? Ain't nobody wishing me happy birthday.
That is soft. Happy birthday. And then he just sliding on his bike. Bunch of dudes, 320 and up. Like, that's...
Hey, Oris, if you listen to the show, man, they not talking about you.
It's going to look like Circus Soleil out that motherfucker.
I got you a car, Speedy.
That thing looking like Black Circus Soleil out that thing, boy.
Yeah, hopefully you had a good time. The Kia, all I can say is...
I mean, a nigga spraying Jericho juice on his chain.
What's that stuff in that brown bottle, Pops? With
I remember that.
Good friend oil.
He used to put that on there, and if you ain't got that, put some of that pink oil on there.
Put pink hair lotion on your chain.
You just got to rub it in.
Because if not, it's gonna be white.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little pink.